Greetings and salutations, friends, and welcome to another ArchCast just before Christmas. And today we have another special guest, my dry bread.
Hey, how's it going?
So, what do you do, and who are you?
Hi, I'm Dry Bread. I do YouTube. I've been a full-time YouTuber for 14 years now. Anyone in the chat who may know me probably knows me from many, many different things. You may have found me when I taught you how to play some old strategy game, or maybe you found some random Let's Play, as I have done over 7,000 Let's Play videos now. The most likely thing you know me from is Pokemon challenges, of which I have done many, many, many of. That or you just don't know me. I love that you used a picture of one of my cats as the icon on stream. I can send you a better asset if you want.
So can I, actually. I still have your old pictures.
Nah,
I
I like
have
cats.
better ones. Okay, well, me too. That's Sabu. Named after pro wrestler Sabu.
Cats are superior beings. I like cats.
I agree. Chat says that you're going to try and butter me up. Are you going to try and butter me up, Arch?
And that depends. What will I get out of you?
I don't know. What do you want out of me? I don't like where this conversation's going.
Well, keep in mind, some other people in the chat are saying that you're the dev simp.
Oh no. Simp, like I'm some kind of viewer looking up to you or something. Notice me, Dev.
Oh, Christina Tasty's in the chat. Hey, Christina. What's up? Wait, you guys know who?
Tasty from Twitter, Discord? I've seen the icon.
Yes, she has a pretty prolific Twitter account. She's like a Twitter person.
Oh yeah, I've seen the Twitter.
And now I'm confused again.
Heresy's the question.
You know who
Fire
Christina
is the
Tasty is,
answer.
Arch?
I spend as little time on Twitter as I can, most of the time.
I can understand that.
She was legendary during the war of boob sliders.
That's an accolade I wish I had.
There's her Twitter account. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
breast slider war veteran.
Heresy's the question. Fire
I
is
hope
the
one day I
answer.
can be that famous for something as great as that.
Sounds based. I like her already. Someone I like less, however, is Harriet Tubman. I've developed a distaste for Harriet
Wow.
Tubman.
That was quite the transition there, Arch.
I know, but I need
No
to get us on
context
track.
needed.
On track somehow.
Speaking truth to power, saying what we were all thinking, fuck Harriet Tubman.
Yep.
Am I right?
Indeed. In fact, today is going to be one of those racist days. I'm sorry, Christina. I'm sure you're new here. And this is not going to be a good introduction, because all we're going to talk about today is black women. I don't know why, but Harriet Tubman was announced for Civ 7. A movie about black women delivering mail was released recently on Netflix. And we're also going to talk about the fall of James Bond, who also, of course, had a black female 007.
Service guarantees citizenship.
I swear to God, I did not plan this, and yet here we are. So, buckle up.
It's
Wait, hold on a
1/3
second.
my fault.
Wait. White Nessa is also in the chat. How come all the Twitter people are showing up today?
I don't
feel
know,
like I know that
Dev.
name.
Who are these people?
People that I've been following on and who follow me on Twitter, and I've been following them for years. They're all just showing up. No, what? Okay, you guys remember Nessa, right? I guess this actually kind of fits with your theme, because do you remember Nessa from Pokemon, Arch?
Remember?
Oh,
You're implying
yeah,
I play
yeah.
Pokemon?
Heresy's
No,
the
she
question.
basically became famous
Fire
because
is
she
the
was like,
answer.
she was hot and she was black in not the most recent Pokemon game, but the generation
Nessa.
before.
Pokemon.
Here.
She was
Yeah, I
a
suppose-
water gym leader in Sword and Shield, if I remember right.
Ah, yes.
Yep.
Look at that. Delicious brown girl. I approve of this.
Yeah, so fan artists, like, because you've seen the whole fan artist skin color discourse, right? Where a fan
Heresy's
artist
the
will draw
question.
a black
Fire is the
character in like a
answer.
different shade because they're in a different lighting situation, and people will scream that they're like whitewashing.
Yep.
I'm
I've
sure you've
this.
seen that. Yeah,
wasn't it like
so-
a Japanese artist drew her in pastels, and just because of the art style, she was slightly lighter, and people freaked out.
Yeah. So as a result of this, and this would have been back when Sword and Shield was new, which is what, like 4 years ago now or something. But as a result of this, you had a shit ton of like white, just explicitly whitewashed Nessa fan art, where she's like has pale skin, blonde hair, just white Nessa. All right, and there was a person who became famous on Twitter just as the White Nessa account, and they've been following me for like 5 years. And I'm like, holy shit, they're in the chat too.
See,
Wow.
it's because of my Pokemon association. It's just drawing them in. It's the universe bringing us together.
Well, personally, I actually prefer the delicious brown girl version here. Okay. But
Yeah, fair enough.
this
All good.
whitewashing cannot, of course, stand up to the best whitewashing of all history, which, as we all know, is Aryan Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Oh
What
my
the
God.
fuck is this cursed image?
It's not that cursed. She's still pretty cute.
I thought you were going to say White Harriet Tubman.
That would also be funny, and I'm thinking
There's
of
some
commissioning
fan
that
art.
now. Actually, no, that is
That's
brilliant.
wild.
Hold on, let me just send
someone-
a DM to
okay,
the artist immediately.
Civ games have always been really
Heresy's the
mod
question.
friendly.
Fire is the
think
answer.
If a mod of White Harriet Tubman was put on the Steam Workshop, it would just get like blasted down.
Oh God, okay. Tori, White Harriet Tubman now.
Fuck.
There, it is done. Right, White Harriet Tubman is in production.
Kyle Rittenhouse, great person, says simply green in the chat. Would he be a great general?
A great general, Kyle Rittenhouse.
That's fucking wild. I want to know what his retirement bonus is.
Right, well, this has deviated slightly from anything and everything. We are now talking about whitewashing. Okay, what is everyone's favorite whitewashed character?
That famous image of a white pharaoh from some old, I think it was
Oh,
some old
yeah.
educational game. I love that fucking picture. It's
That's
so
right.
funny.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about, Arch? I can probably find it.
It was a textbook actually, and I've got it right here.
Is it that?
Yeah,
is it
yeah,
this
you
one?
got it. Yes.
Oh,
The white
God,
pharaoh.
The look on his face. See,
Yes, I
assumed
love
it
the
was,
look.
Like,
The look is
it's even-
fantastic.
even better that it's a textbook. I just assumed it would have been like a late 90s, early 2000s PC game, like on the CD case, because that's what it looks like. Oh, that's so funny.
It is an excellent face because I love how he smiles too. Because it's the kind of shit-eating superior smile, as if to look you in the eyes and go like, "Yeah, you gonna say something about it?"
Oh, that's so great.
All right, that's my dry bread's favorite whitewash. Dev,
Oh, geez, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it.
was this not something you'd prepared for, Dev?
No, because there's not that many whitewashes. It's usually all going the other direction nowadays. Like redheads are turning
Yeah.
into black women at the speed of light.
Oh,
And in fairness,
God,
I had
yes.
never thought about it either. It's just for some reason this image is the first thing I thought of.
Okay,
I
to
don't
buy
know what
Dev
that
some
says about
time,
me.
I want to just bring up the worst blackwash that has probably ever been done. Let's see if I
Okay.
can find a representative picture here.
Oh, I've got one of those already queued up. The worst blackwash.
Oh God. Well, chat, never mind. You know, this is how it usually goes. We'll get to Harriet Tubman eventually. Trust me. It's just going to be a slight deviation first.
Yeah, we've still given no context for why we're talking about Harriet Tubman, so people must be so confused.
They might be, but that's pretty normal.
Oh my god. Oh, hold on. Wait. Christina Tasty is a redhead. That means that you are going to be turned black, yes.
That
All right.
is true. In the sequel, you will be black.
Listen, do you recall how back during 2020, Biden was sucking up all of the melanin from black people who
Oh,
wouldn't vote
yes.
for him?
I remember that meme, yeah.
Now that he's leaving office, he's going to go around to redheads and deposit the excess melanin into them to turn them black.
So, if any of you know comic books, you may remember Starfire.
Yeah.
She's orange, yeah.
Yep, old school character, all the way back from like the 60s, 70s, I think.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah, she's been around for a very long time. And there was, indeed, a live-action version of Starfire, which is the one
God, I
on the
remember
right
this.
here.
She looks fucking ridiculous.
The funny thing is, I don't even necessarily think having Starfire be black is like that the depiction wouldn't work. It's that fucking depiction looks awful. What is that?
She's just a
That's
scripter,
not
yeah.
Starfire.
It is.
Also, in fairness, on the left, that is not Raven either. What is that?
Yep. Nor is that Beast Boy either. They didn't even bother like painting them the correct skin colors.
Beast Boy could be fucking Goku. Like, who is that?
This was unsurprisingly, a short-lived live-action adaptation that nobody seems to remember or know, frankly. And looking at the costumes, I am not very surprised.
Whoa. Yeah, no, those are
Oh
awful.
my god. Jesus fucking
No,
Christ,
really,
dude.
that guy on the left, though, like, he could... Okay, you remember that terrible Dragon Ball live-action movie where they were, like, teenagers in high school or whatever?
I do. Yeah,
okay.
Japanifornia, yeah.
The dude on the far left, you could have had him be Goku in that movie, and he probably would have been a better Goku than the one they got for the movie. He's not jacked or anything, as far as I can tell, but, like, whatever. It's not like anything in that movie was accurate.
Damn, yeah, you know what? You're kind of right. He would have been the high school Japanifornia Goku better than the guy they actually got.
Yeah, which is the highest praise this show has ever gotten, is that guy could be Goku in a bad movie.
So I think there's been, at this point, just like dozens of failed sideshows doing weird cape shit that just hasn't worked out. This is only one of them. I kind of want to go back and watch some of them just to see how bad they actually were. I'm sure they're fucking awful, but still.
So, Dev, having been given extra time to think, favorite whitewashed character?
No, I don't have one for you. Sorry. Still failed.
God damn
I can't think of a single one.
God damn it, Dev.
In fairness, I could only think of one.
Yeah.
Let me see. Has anybody whitewashed Storm from X-Men? No?
White Storm? Oh my god. I'm sure someone's made fan art of it.
Oh, holy fuck. Oh, God, of course. Right, so Marvel Rivals was accused of whitewashing Storm.
How? Isn't
I
she black in that game?
Yeah, no, I'm
black.
pretty sure she's black in that game, but apparently this is not black enough.
She looks black to me.
I mean, to put it...
Am I crazy?
Here, I'm going to bring up a perfect example. Right. If Storm is not black in that, then I yet again raise several objections to Meghan Markle. Several objections.
Isn't she like 1/4 or 1/8 black or something?
Yes, she refers to herself as a black woman.
Oh,
That's fucking...
I legit didn't know that.
I don't think anyone knew that.
Oh. It could have fooled me. Whatever.
I'm pretty sure Prince Harry doesn't even know that. But yes, she is a black woman.
All right.
So stupid, man. Wait, actually, I heard that her and Harry are now abandoning America now that Trump has won. I wonder where they're gonna go.
Abandoning America is a crazy way to put it.
Really?
That's how they put it.
Wait, hold on. Didn't they flee Britain because the royal family were like on their case or something? She had this ridiculous story in an interview with Oprah where supposedly a member of the royal family leant into her like, "What color will the baby be?" It's like, oh yeah, I'm sure that's
creepy.
That's normal.
Yeah. That's normal is a good way to put it.
Here, I found it. I'll put it in live links. Yeah. Meghan Markle might want to leave America because the result of the U.S. presidential election has left her very upset.
Oh, well,
Might.
shit. Woman upset. What,
Hindustan Times.
Yeah, Hindustan Times. And secondly, she looks even whiter in that image. In fact, Trump looks significantly more African-American than
Wow.
she does.
That is a terrible picture of Meghan Markle. They really did her dirty on this article.
They really kind of did.
What's with the sinister lighting? It's like she's got a flashlight under her chin. What's going on? That's the best picture they could find?
All right, well,
Well, maybe they'll move to Canada then, like everyone else is apparently.
Oh, yay. Can they... I know they're royals, but can they afford it here? Probably not.
Probably not, yeah.
They'll decide against it. Maybe they'll go like Okay, well, Australia's not a whole lot better.
and since Dev couldn't come up with any, we'll continue a little bit on the blackwashing thing. A complete list of red-headed characters turned black.
Whoa, that chin. That is crazy.
It kind of is, yes.
Whoa. Maybe it's just really bad lighting? I don't know.
Or an
but
incredibly
that is,
poor
like,
angle.
That is the squarest head I've ever seen in my life.
To be fair, her live-action actor too has a decent representation there too, so that's good.
I don't know though. That chin on the top is sharp.
It's a Giga Chad chin, that's for sure.
It is.
Apparently, the granddaughter of Red Tornado, Wait, there's a black Hawk girl?
Is there? Oh.
Fucking wow, that looks terrible.
It's
Holy
shit!
shit.
It's just some lady in an eye mask.
That's Hawk girl? Where are her wings?
Maybe they sprout out,
It looks
you
like
know?
it's just a Photoshop of some lady.
Service guarantees citizenship.
It's like if you took like a stock photo of just businesswoman smiling in office, and you just put you Photoshop the outfit on her.
Jeez. Oh no, no wait, Iris West. That's somebody else. Iris West. Okay, well at least it's not half Hawk girl. Like, thank you. Wait, who was Black Hawk girl? Wait, is that Black Hawk girl? That's not Black Hawk girl. I'm confused now.
I mean, she looks kind of black.
Is he? I can't tell anymore, Deb. My ability to tell races apart have simply just disintegrated.
I mean, I can't really tell in that picture, but it's also kind of dark.
I have become the ultimate
I'm sorry.
anti-racist, Deb. I literally can't fucking tell anymore.
You
Who
can't
the
see
hell's
race
the guy
at all.
on the right? He
can't.
looks awful.
Flash.
Wait, what is that from?
The Legends of Tomorrow, apparently.
Whatever the fuck that is. Okay.
Well, you know, actually, Black
Okay.
Hawkman from Black Adam, I actually did not mind him. He actually looked pretty badass in the role.
There's another picture of her, and she looks like Halle Berry black, you know? Maybe.
Black heavy quotation marks intended, yes.
I want Black Harvey Birdman, attorney at law. Same show, just he's black.
Just that he's
That
black.
show rocked.
What else?
Oh my god, this show is 10 years old, 2015. And I've never even fucking heard of it. This is what I mean by all these shows that came out trying to do cape shit and no one ever cared.
Yeah, because cape shit requires a certain budget, or a certain expertise at least. Jimmy Olsen, yep, he was race swamped. Wally West has been... Oh, of course, yeah, there you go. Starfire, yep, obviously. Oh, what about... She looks way better on this picture, though. I mean, wrong hair
it's a
color and
different
stuff, but...
I think that's a different Black Starfire. There's been several.
There's been several Black Starfires?
Yeah?
Some of them look good. Not that one you showed me earlier. What the hell?
Oh god, Batwoman. Holy shit. Yes, Batwoman. The DC property that earned more money for YouTube than it did DC.
Everyone's making reactions to it. So stupid.
It was so bad.
Oh, it's a CW show.
Yeah.
Man, I used to be on watch CW for like half a year because NWA was over there, and every time the episode would end of NWA Power, it would autoplay to just some other playlist on CW, and I swear to God, every single show it would autoplay just looks like the worst trash. It's all just like really bad TV soap opera stuff, and it's just, oh my God, it's atrocious.
Well, you know why that trend started though, right? Because basically, was Gotham CW as well, or no, I think Gotham was Fox, wasn't it? I mean, either way, Gotham, like, this was like the early 2010s now, but Gotham was like an okay show, at least the first couple of seasons, but it was explicitly marketed towards like teens.
Sorry, that one guy made me laugh. Not the Shirabo guy? That dude, yeah. No, mustache there. I'm
Harrison's
loving
the
that guy.
question.
I don't
Fire
know
is
what's
the
up with the
answer.
dinosaur on the left. He's pretty great too, but those two? Man, that character design that looks like that.
That's Battle Cat from He-Man. Oh, He-Man has some excellent character design.
Oh my God, I love that guy. That guy, bring him back. Why doesn't he have a show on the CW?
I don't know. If we're gonna bring back He-Man shows, we got to bring back the real main character of He-Man, which is of course Fisto.
That, oh my God. I wish I was Fisto. Look at this guy.
Wait, do you?
Yes? Look at him. Look at him.
He's
Okay,
just
hold
got a
on.
big fist.
Right underneath of the giant fist, is that He-Man's arm or Fisto's arm? Whose arm is that?
I think that's He-Man.
Wait, sorry, the proportions are so confusing. Well, then where the hell is Fisto's other arm? What am I looking at?
Is he gonna be honest? I don't. I'm a bit too young for He-Man. I don't know the He-Man lore. Whenever I think Fisto, I think of the robot from Fallout.
I also think of that, but I did watch He-Man because I watched a lot of cartoons that were a lot older than me. I grew up on like 60s Spider-Man.
Oh, and also that
Heresy's the question.
that one Jedi
Fire
who
is
like
the
smiled
answer.
a lot, if you recall him.
The one with the long tentacle head?
Yeah, the
thing?
long green tentacles. His name was Fisto.
His name was Fisto,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Yeah.
And of
What
course,
a name.
the best quote of all. I fisted hard, He-Man, but I could not fist them all.
Wow, not even Fisto could fist them all? If not him, then who? Oh, man. Oh, that is my Twitter banner.
Nice. But yeah, so I think the reason that we had all these shitty cape shit shows in the 2010s is because Gotham was like pretty successful in that first season, and everyone's like, "Oh, we can just do this, right? We can just make a show." And it's like, well, you can't just make a show; it has to be good. But they just made a bunch of shitty shows.
Yeah.
Tried to market them towards teens. None of them fucking worked out. No one cared.
I wonder how many people watch
Josie?
CW just as like background noise while they do housework.
Josie and the Pussycats. That got a television series?
Not surprised.
I mean, I don't know if it's
Also-
any good, but like the character designs look okay, I guess.
Service guaranteed
And Josie and the
citizenship.
Pussycats already had a blackwashed character back in the 70s.
Yeah.
Like there was that. What was her name? Penny or Piper or something? She was changed over for Valerie.
See, I don't know the deep lore on that.
Yeah,
I read Archie I read Archie as a kid, so I know the idea here. Let
I'm
me see if I can find it.
pretty... Wasn't she always black, or am I imagining things?
You're imagining it for sure.
You know,
should go back-
1970s. Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure they always had a black character.
I guarantee you they
Man,
didn't. I promise
That
you.
is the most Fred-coded man I've ever seen. That has to be Fred, right? Like, it has to. Or is that like one of the 800 shows that tried desperately to rip off Scooby-Doo?
Oh, I think it was an Archie spin-off or something.
I mean, it's that style. It's Hanna-Barbera.
I swear to God, they always
Man,
had
you
a black
remember
girl.
Wacky Races?
Hold on,
That
I'll
show
find
rocked.
it. Give me a second, okay?
Anyone here grew up with Wacky Races?
Wacky.
Yeah, it was a
Races.
Hanna-Barbera one. It was so good.
No,
I
I
mean-
never saw this one.
It was pretty fun. They'd take like different Hanna-Barbera cartoon characters and they'd like race every episode, and there was hijinks. It was pretty fun.
Okay, here we go. 1963. Here's the first issue of Josie. The girl with the short
Service
black hair.
guarantees
That's
citizenship.
Pepper. She was replaced in the
Real nothing.
70s by Valerie, the girl with the giant afro.
Why will it not link this? God, there we go. Okay, well, there you go. Representation in the 60s.
Wonder if there's ever been like a Wacky Races video game. You could probably make a real good, like, kind of Mario Kart like game out of that.
I don't recall what Wacky Races is, to be honest.
It's so good. It's just like an old Hanna-Barbera cartoon where they have like their different pit crews and their different cars and they all race and try and fucking kill each other and stuff. It's great.
This
Okay,
list
well, in fairness,
is-
it was mostly Snidely Whiplash trying to kill people and always losing.
Just real quick. So in the Archie, the Riverdale series that was like the live action one from a few years back,
Yeah.
they just made all of the Pussycats black. So they went from an all white group to an all black group over the
Wow.
course of the years, over the decades.
This list is longer than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Everyone's getting blackwashed.
It does kind of look like it, doesn't it? Jesus. Oh, God, yes, the He-Man series. The He-Man television series. I died, yes, and some of us had to live with it. Like, oh my Jesus.
That's a crazy line.
Anyways, after a slight deviation, entirely in keeping with this
Are
channel,
we getting to Harriet Tubman?
we are finally
finally
getting to
done.
Harriet
What
Tubman.
are we, like an hour in and we're going to give context to why you opened by saying that you don't like Harriet Tubman?
Heresy's the question. Fire is the
Listen,
answer.
that was only like a 30-minute deviation. That's pretty mild, everything considered.
Paul Crap in the chat, get tubbed.
Get tubbed. Okay, just real quick. You know what we need? We need to start like if we're just gonna blackwash everyone and everything now. Let's get blackwashed Hitler in here, okay? Let's get some blackwashed Nazis, some blackwashed KKK members. It's fucking time. We need full representation here, okay?
It's about fucking time. When are we
Right.
getting Inuit Mussolini? It's just, I've
There
always
we
You
wanted
at
it.
Mussolini.
Right, brought to you by Netflix. Fat
Oh, there we
black female Hitler.
God, I've been seeing that around for like at least a decade now. What is that from?
I have no. It's a meme. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's a meme, but like it's from a TV show, obviously, or like a movie.
Yeah, but a skit or something. I don't know. I wanted to portray Hitler the way he was always meant to be portrayed, as a proud woman of color.
Yep.
I want him race swapped, but like only a little bit. Just enough where you wonder why. Like make him ginger and never bring it up.
Never mention it.
Yeah, just never mention it. Make it freckles, ginger, like same look. Does the exact same things in the movie, you know, follows the canon plot of real life. Just make him ginger.
Introduce. Yes. Do you guys remember the Google drawing AI from a while ago?
Yes. Making diverse Nazis or whatever, and
Diverse Nazis.
oh, it was so funny. Because like you don't need to ask it to be diverse. It's just they had like programming or something and they told it to like automatically make everything diverse. So if you just asked it to like make Nazis, it would make it like half them are like Asian and black. So funny.
All right, Harriet Tubman.
Yeah, Harriet Tubman.
Is that what you want to talk about, Arch?
Yes, in fact, Dev, you tell me about the history of Harriet Tubman. I'm going to go get a pastry out of the fridge.
I have no fucking clue. Like,
Oh, you'll have
I know for some reason America keeps trying to like really reference Harriet Tubman hard in the past decade or so. They're putting her on like dollar bills, and they're it's like, what the fuck you guys doing with Harriet Tubman? Like, who fucking cares? Who is this chick?
Oh, she's fairly famous in the United States just through like history books and stuff.
Heresy's
She
the
was
question.
she was
Fire
a
is
famous
the answer.
black lady who helped with facilitating like slaves getting out of America and into Canada through the Underground Railway within the American
okay.
side of it. She's like a civil rights I guess you wouldn't even say a civil rights leader because it's before. It's back when slavery was still like fully legal and everything.
Right.
Someone in the chat says she saved 70 people and that's it. See, I don't know how many people she actually saved. I
Hey
don't
man,
know enough about
70 is
that.
still better than 0.
It is still better than 0. That's true. I think a lot of people are mad because she is one of the playable leaders in Civ 7. The thing is, when
Yeah,
they
that's
first
fucking
announced
stupid.
when they first announced Civ 7, they flat out said that not all the leaders are going to be literal like leaders of countries. It's also going to be like famous people from their history, and that's something that a lot of Civ competitors have already been doing for ages. In fact, a lot of mechanics in Civ 7 are pretty much poached from Civ competitors that didn't do a very good job, including the whole thing in Civ 7, how you'll be able to play any leader as any country, but you can still obviously play them
Peggy
as the
12.
base country. Peggy
Hold on a
12.
second. Wait.
I know.
This one guy in the chat says, "Oh, she's a communist." Hold on. Since when is helping
What?
slaves escape communism? Are you fucking
Hold
retarded?
on. I think that Harriet Tubman predates Karl Marx.
Oh, she might actually.
I'm fairly sure she does. She was born in 1822.
Dev, you're our resident Karl Marx expert. When was Karl Marx born?
They were right. They were around the same time. He was
Okay.
born in 1818.
There
Now,
we
she
go.
lived a
I
long
knew you
time,
fucking
though.
knew. And his birthday? Dev?
I'm on the Wikipedia, Arch.
Ah.
Lying little bitch. You know this by heart. I know.
I can. Want me to share the screen with you right now?
Now you've had time to bring it up, but I know you know the answer to
Exactly.
this question, Dev.
Hold on, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna look here when the Communist Manifesto was published.
You don't know.
Okay,
Dev,
hold
He
on.
says
Why
as
are
he
you
reaches
pretending?
over to pick it up off his table.
Okay, 1848 Communist Manifesto. Okay, got it. When was Harriet Tubman doing her shit? Let's
I
see.
will check. Oh, you're checking.
I'm on that Wikipedia too.
Oh, Harriet Tubman is not her birth name. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Served
definitely
as
a
a scout and a
communist.
spy for the Union.
Communist.
Heresy's
Union had a
the
lot of
question.
communist ideals.
Fire is the answer.
Man, she lived a real long time.
Hold on. Just I don't understand how you can say anti-slavery is a communist ideal, especially when so many right-leaning people say that communism is slavery.
Communism really loves forced labor. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of overlap between that and slavery.
Yeah.
Heresy's the question.
I mean, I don't
Fire
know what
is
you
the
call
answer.
the gulags either than slave labor.
Yep.
It's because she was an anti-racist, Dev. We all know what that means. Ibram X. Kennedy, explain this to us.
I feel like
Okay.
anti-racist had a
Mm.
different context back when she was literally a slave. I feel like things were a little different.
Well, that's the thing. The anti-racist thing is something that they have introduced in the description of the game. I'm pretty sure they would not have used the term anti-racist. They would have called themselves abolitionists because there was
Abolitionist.
there was nobody around then that was anti-racist. Like, even the black people were like, yeah, we stupid.
So,
Listen,
a
black
funny
people are still
thing-
racist now, man.
Oh yeah. So a funny thing I've seen, I've played all the Civ games. I love them. I still play Civ 4 very often. I really like that one. And if you read the leaders'
Service guarantees citizenship.
Civipedia entries in the game, there's this big historical blurb at the bottom where you can learn a little bit about what made them famous, what they did during their reign, the good, the bad. And they didn't shy away from saying the bad things about a lot of these people, even the very famous ones. Zaria Quab, I think, is the name of the Ethiopian leader in that game. And although it said, like, why he was a very famous leader, why he was so influential, it didn't shy away from saying that he was a horrible, murderous despot. The Mao Zedong one, most of that blurb is about how devastatingly bad the Great Leap Forward was and how he basically committed a genocide. It didn't shy away from how bad Stalin was and stuff like that.
Service guarantees
Um,
citizenship.
Never really does that in the new games. In the newer games, especially Civ 6, as the newest one, if you read the descriptions of the leaders who definitely did a lot of very objectionable things that would have had a blurb set talking about them in a game like Civ 4, it just doesn't bring that up. Even Civ competitors are that way. I mean, Aura History Untold just came out. Very cool game, very fun game. But I thought it was very funny that you click on Julius Caesar and it talks about like, oh, he did these good things, but also he was kind of bad. And it does that about like George Washington and like a bunch of other people. But then you click on fucking the Mad Empress Wu. And like it doesn't say anything about how she was a crazy person who poisoned and killed everyone. Like it's just first and only ever female empress of China. And it's like, yeah, that's kind of cool, but and she's a good leader to put in a video game, but she was also known in her time as the Mad Empress Wu for a reason.
Yeah, I have noticed that since Civ 4, because Civ 4 is when I started playing.
Yeah.
They really kind of they've been more and more downplaying the atrocities of leaders. And to be fair,
They have.
was Civ 4 the last time they had Stalin as Russia's leader? I think it was.
It was the last time they had Stalin, the last time they had Mao, and it was also the last game with slavery, which was a very important mechanic in the games prior.
Yes. I mean, and I think like slavery is actually a pretty important early game mechanic just because you can whip out defenses if you need to really quickly.
Actually, the meta on that game, slavery is one of the most important civics in the entire game. It's because food is so much more efficient than production, and whipping in that game just turns population, which is food, directly into production at a much higher rate than you can normally do in early game. A huge part of the meta of Civ 4 is figuring out when your economy can handle transitioning off of slavery, not too unlike it was in real life. That whole mechanic just completely gone out of the newer games. I can kind of understand why, but it made the games a little less interesting. And I generally don't like making your gameplay mechanics less interesting just because you don't want to have a dark subject in your game.
Yeah, I completely agree with you.
The whole point of it was still to move off of slavery eventually. You would get debuffs as everyone moves to emancipation, and you're still on serfdom or slavery or any of the more restrictive labor laws. You would start getting unhappiness penalties, and you'd have those incentives to move off of it eventually. That was like a core part of the game. The game never endorsed it.
Well, I think the big issue is that everyone kept saying, okay, you have Stalin, you have Mao in Civ 4. Why isn't Hitler the leader of Germany? Because in Civ 4 they were explicitly saying, okay, these are the most famous, most important leaders. Okay, fair enough. Germany's most famous, most important leader is Hitler, even though he's evil. He's still the most important. Sure. Why wasn't he the guy? And they just never answered that question. So they just ducked it in future games by just taking out anyone who was remotely problematic.
It's weird because like in Civ 4. That was the first game where they had multiple leaders you could pick from 4 countries, and every one of those countries that had a really like I guess you would say objectively evil leader, one that we can definitely look back on, and the vast majority of people who know the history of them will agree, yeah, that person was straight evil. Those countries, you didn't have to play that person. You know, China had 3 leaders. Russia had 3 leaders. You could play as Catherine the Great, or you could play as Peter the Great, who was kind of a lunatic, but he wasn't fucking genocidal. You know, Peter the Great thought it was a funny prank when there was foreign delegates at his parties to have his servants pry their mouth open and pour vinegar in. That was a funny prank because he heard that one of the delegates hated vinegar. So he thought it'd be really funny to pour vinegar in their mouth.
Oh. Okay.
He was legit nuts. He snuck away from the castle to hide and pretend to be a commoner to live amongst them for a while, and didn't warn anybody. So there was just chaos. He idolized the French. He was a big part of like modernizing Russia at the time, and trying, because it was very backwater at the time, and he was trying to modernize it because he idolized the French. He was also a crazy person, but he makes a good leader for a video game, that's for sure.
And Catherine the Great, of course, as we all know, has a bonus to cavalry.
Yes, Catherine the Horsefucker.
Yep.
In Civ 5, she actually gets extra she gets extra horses from stables.
Yep.
Now, it was supposed to be just, I think the bonus is called Siberian Riches. She also gets extra iron and other strategic resources, but I mean, the jokes write themselves about the horse thing. fantastic leader in Civ 4, by the way. She has a bonus to getting border pups quickly through creative, and she also has imperialistic. So she gets extra cheap settlers. She's the best character in the game for getting a very, very large border quickly.
That kind of makes sense, yeah.
I'm like a turbo nerd when it comes to Civ games, especially Civ 4.
Man, I haven't played Civ 4 in years, and I find it hard to go back with all the shitty graphics. Frankly, I kind of settle on Civ 5.
Oh, it doesn't bother me at all. Like I was playing an hour ago, like before the stream, I was playing Civ 4 Colonization, the We the People mod.
Yeah. Fuck. Let me think. I'm trying to think now. Yeah, my go-to strategy when I played games of Civ 4 way back in the day, like back during university, was I would play as France. And I would just get like cultural victories like crazy because you build cities that are outputting like several hundred culture points per turn.
Oh yeah, their unique building, the Salon, was very good for culture
guarantees
victory.
citizenship.
That and Napoleon was a very fun leader to play.
Well, there was always one guy who would always choose Rome, and he would just what's their unit? The really powerful
Praetorian.
early game unit. Yeah,
The Praetorian was ridiculous. It was 10 strength. That's same strength as a war elephant, I believe. Maybe even stronger.
Yeah, and you'd get it as a replacement
Heresy's the
for
question.
is
Fire
it
is
your
the
bronze
answer.
guys? Like,
Swordsman.
yeah. So you'd be taking on units that are a full tech level ahead and winning with Praetorians.
Oh
And
yeah,
it was the
they could
stupidest
beat-
fucking strategy.
They could beat musketmen. It was ridiculous because like a musketman has the same strength as a Praetorian, but a Praetorian, you had them so much earlier that your dudes are going to be like leveled up. They're going to have some promotions. You'll still be beating musketmen. It's really not until riflemen that you're totally outclassed. And by then, you've conquered half the map. You have the money. You can mass upgrade your Praetorians into riflemen. And there you go. They carry over their promotions and you have an amazing army.
Actually, I can make an argument for why they should beat musketmen.
Why?
I would love to hear it.
See, the Duke of Orange, the Dutch prince who reunited the Netherlands, he ran a special army training encampment where one of the experiments he did was with super heavy soldiers in the form of the Roman legions, using massive shot-proof bucklers, plate armor, and swords. They beat the shit out of every pike and shot formation he tested them against.
I mean, I imagine they would.
Yep. The only problem was they wore like 50 kilograms of armor, and the buckler alone was like 5 kilograms. So they could fight for about 15 to 20 minutes, and they were fucking exhausted.
Oh, yeah. Like, you'd be fucking blind because you don't want to get shot in the face. It's going to be swelteringly hot. You're going to be basically immobile. So, like, anyone can run circle around you, but I guess that's not always the biggest deal in the world. If you could get in close, I mean, what's a pike going to do to you? A pike can only hit you from far enough away, you know?
Yep, the pikes were ineffective against their armor, and the shot could not penetrate their shot-proof bucklers and shields, so they in practice turned out to be incredibly effective, but again, only being able to fight for like 15-20 minutes, and hell, only being able to stand around for an hour or two before they started fainting was a problem.
Oh, yeah. I imagine it would be very expensive to train them and to arm them, although Netherlands was a fairly wealthy nation.
The equipment wouldn't actually be that unusual, because the era of plate armor mass manufacturing had come around by then. Like, plate armor
That's true.
was often like common on pistoliers. One of the reasons why you see those long-barreled pistols was because armor had become so plentiful and so good that the only way to penetrate it was to literally rest the barrel of the gun against the armor and pull the trigger.
That's amazing. Melee guns. I love it.
Yep, melee guns.
That's awesome.
What were we talking about?
Very interesting troop concept. Could use it in the game. There aren't enough video games that cover like the era of pike and shot.
I know, it's a fucking crime. I love pike and shot. It was one of the eras of greatest technological advancement in human history, and nobody covers it.
What was that RTS? I feel like it was kind of like Russia, Eastern Europe, Ukraine centric. Was it called Cossack?
Cossack, yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, I played it a little bit. That was a very cool game. I never really got great at it, but it kind of covers that era, and so few games do. Um, it's like there needs to be more strategy games that are in pike and shot era, and there needs to be more in like colonial America. Because like honestly, if you're into like colonial America colonizing kind of game, it's like Civ 4 colonization, which is only worth playing with the We the People mod, which does make it very good. And then like dude, like that's about it. Like there EU4, I guess, but even EU4, it's not, the colonization of America is kind of like a little side mechanic thing. It's not really the core of the game, you know?
Yep. See,
I do love me some EU4 though.
the Cossack games are great, but they need a completely different economy because they're basically just Age of Empires with unit formations, and the unit formations are amazing, but you never get enough of them to really have battles. What you basically needed is Supreme Commander resource mechanics with the combat system of Cossacks, and that would be fucking amazing.
God, just that picture that you got on screen right now. It's like
looks so good.
It looks awesome. And like when I'm playing RTSs, I don't know how good I'd be at controlling that. Like people always recommend to me the Total War games, and I've tried a bunch of them, but they're never really my jam. But at the same time, I look at a picture like that and it's like, damn, that actually, like, just historically, I'd be so interested in that. Like, I used to go to Civil War reenactments and stuff with my mom growing up. And so, like, just seeing the lines of troops and everything, and the cannons and the muskets and everything is so cool to me. Because I feel like I've been there and I've heard what it sounds like when the battles are going on, and I've had the homemade lemonade and whatever. And just the smells, the fresh air, I feel like I've been there.
Yep. Basically,
Hence,
I would love to see this, but do it with units. So you just produce the whole units and do it Supreme Commander style. It would be fucking amazing.
dude, sometimes I just look at the chat and I feel like there's a whole different conversation going on. Furulu says Genghis Khan loved grape. Where did Genghis Khan come into this? And that just makes me think of the whitest kids you know. Arch, have you ever seen The Grapist?
The Grapist? No.
It is one of the funniest whitest kids you know sketches I can think. It's up there with the Hitler rap, which I think is how they opened the first ever episode of their show. Back on very early YouTube, some of the comedy sketches that were on there that got really, really popular, and like I'm talking like 2007, 2008, was clips from the TV show Whitest Kids You Know, because they were willing to put their own stuff up on YouTube. So you can find these ancient uploads of their sketches, and they are still so fucking funny. The Grapist is a really, really funny one.
The Grapist?
It's about a children's it's a commercial for like a children's fruit drink, and it's just a guy in a grape outfit who like breaks into like a children's bedroom, and he's like, I'm gonna grape you in the mouth, and then it cuts to the boardroom where they're pitching this, and they're like, I don't know if we can roll with this. What's wrong? The Grapist. Yeah, great for kids. It's so good.
This sounds vaguely familiar, yeah.
You've probably seen it, and you probably saw it like 15 years ago. It's still on YouTube. It's really funny.
Oh yeah.
About
No,
this.
I've seen this before. Here, Arch.
Oh, it's so good.
Arch,
I'm
putting this in live links, Arch. Put it on screen.
You have to. And the same guy also made the Hitler rap. And it's so funny. All uploads of the Hitler rap on YouTube have a whole section of it cut out now, because the guy who played one of the side characters was like Justin Timberlake, and he demanded it be cut out. But if you listen to the audio only version of the song that's still online, his whole verse is still in there. Oh, what's the guy's name? Trevor Moore? He's dead now. The main dude from Whitest Kids You Know.
Oh damn, R.I.P.
Yeah, it's so sad. I always hear that he was just the nicest guy. I want to say he died like during COVID.
I would not know.
I don't remember what it was. I want to say cancer, but I don't want to assume cancer. I don't know.
Let's see here. Let's check it out.
Yeah, 2021 says the chat.
No, he fell. He fell off of something. He fell off the upstairs balcony of his home.
Oh,
He was
fell off.
drunk and he fell over the balcony and he bonked his head and died.
That's tragic. He must have been kind of young, like 30s, 40?
41.
41. That's sad. Nah, he was such a funny dude.
A tragedy.
Yeah. Arch, why are we talking about Harriet Tubman? We should just be watching the Rapist sketch.
Well, actually, since you're a big Civ fan,
Yeah.
do you have any hope for Civilization 7?
Yeah, I'm actually pretty excited for it. I've played a lot of the Civ competitors that have come between 6 and 7, and a lot of them introduce different new mechanics that Civ 7 has basically said they're going to
Service
use.
guarantees citizenship.
Stuff like how your country can become other countries over time. That was a mechanic they got from Humankind. Humankind, there's a lot of Civ competitors that were they had some very interesting ideas, and they're fun on some level, but they always had kind of a crippling problem. With Humankind, the big problem was the AI balancing was like just all over the place. Every time I've revisited it over the years, it's still a fun game, but it's got some issues. And the whole countries becoming other countries over time was so random, and it made it so difficult to remember who is who and who's next to you and what the personalities were. So it had issues. Civ 7 is going to do that, but you only change country 2 times, or you can stay the same. So there's only 3 major ages where they change. That kind of addresses part of the problem, because Humankind, you change like 10 fucking times. They're also taking some mechanics from Old World, which is just a very fantastic Civ-like game that's just entirely focused on antiquity. Old World is fantastic.
Old World is really great, yes.
Yeah, I really like that one. I gotta go back to it again, because I heard it had some really big patches since the last time I played it. What else? Aura History Untold. I don't know how much they've gotten from that, just because that is a very recent one. But there's surely things slipping my mind. But being able to play like any leader with any country, I know they got that from another game. I'm just blanking on which one. But my point is, it seems like they've taken a lot of these ideas from these Civ competitors that had like a good idea but didn't quite work out. And they seem to be refining it a lot better, because if you listen to how the developers are talking about like what they're doing with this mechanic, it's like, okay, I could see how that might work. Now, who knows? When the game comes out, it might suck. I don't know. But I am pretty excited for it. I'm excited to see where it goes. Every time I hang out with my mom, it's all she talks about is how pumped she is for Civ 7. Which is funny, because if she knew about the Harriet Tubman thing, she would probably immediately say that's stupid.
What we'll have to do is we'll have to get a hold of Taftaz, because she really likes Civ, and I haven't played. I didn't play Civ 6, but I recall hearing about it and not liking how it sounded. I like Civ 5.
It's gotten very good. I love it.
Okay. I remember hearing about like when it first came out, and I was like, oh, this mechanic sounds stupid. Oh, this one sounds stupid. This one sounds stupid. And I just went back and played more Civ 5. I didn't look at it again. Maybe I'll check it out then. But
we should play it together sometime. It's gotten very, very good. It's completely replaced 5 for me, and I do like 5, but 5 has severe balance issues at top level difficulty. I was like a deity level player back in the day in Civ 5, and it's very fucking boring on the top 2 difficulties. And like, yeah, you can say, well, then don't play on those difficulties, dummy. But like, when you get to a certain level where the lower levels are too easy for you, but then the top 2 levels, the strategy to win on those is really fucking boring and stupid, and there's no war, and all you do is you bribe everyone to go to war with each other, and it's dirt easy because all deals are private. So you can bribe everyone to declare war on everyone else. And the way every country looks at it is, every country has declared war on me, except for these guys who always do trade deals with me, so I like them. So every country likes you, and every country hates every other country. So they all spam research agreements with you. So you can have no troops, 3 cities, and you just win the game every time. It's ridiculous.
Okay, but anyway, Taftaz loves Civ, so we should get together and have a game.
I would fucking love that. You got to respond to my DMs though.
We should do it when Civ 7 comes out.
I'm up for that.
Dev never does respond to DMs, and in fact, Dev, we do need to bring up something from last stream as well, don't we?
What's that?
Oh, that the Democrats would never be the majority on Twitter. She would never believe it, not in a million years.
I'm not sure I said that exactly,
Oh,
but
I think you said more, Dev.
I gotta go back and look, I guess.
Look, Dev. Look,
Wow,
Democrats,
you'd never
48%.
believe it in a million. I don't think it's been a million years, Dev. What are you going to do about it?
I don't exactly recall what this conversation was about. Let's see.
Apology video then, Dev.
X is the most politically balanced platform.
Yeah, you say it was all right wing, Dev. That Elon was evil, Dev. Dev,
Hold on.
retract your
Hold
statement.
on. No, this is now bullshit. I guarantee you I did not say all right wing.
Dev.
So,
Or perhaps I was exaggerating, but I don't think I said that, no.
All right, all jokes aside, what is this image we're looking at exactly?
This was about the percentage of news consumed of leaning Republican or Democrat on platforms, and X was the most balanced, whereas YouTube is majority Republican, actually, as is Facebook.
Really?
And then on TikTok, Instagram, and Reddit, it leans very heavily Democrat.
So how do they measure this? Is it views, like public view count?
It is just like the viewership metrics of the news sources, and then they determine what is Democrat and what is Republican. I think they were using a site like Trust Eye or something like that, where it judges them based on the history of the news site and the leaning of the article.
See, the difficult thing about this is we're comparing very different things. Just looking at this image, it must be comparing some very different things because views on X are so different than what a view is on YouTube. A view on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, a view on that is the same thing as an impression on YouTube. And you know, if you've been on YouTube for a long time, you know impressions don't really mean much. It basically means that the image for it was on screen for at least a fucking microsecond. It doesn't mean they looked at it. It doesn't mean they read it. The X one, it just means it showed up in their feed, maybe. The YouTube one, I think, is probably a more interesting metric. I wouldn't know about Facebook, though.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised there's 45% Democrat-leaning news content on YouTube.
Why?
Oh, because, I mean, after the great Gamergate days, there wasn't that much in the way of leftist commentary that hadn't been shat on, and besides the era of bedroom feminists. And even today, there's not that many major ones, prominent, I guess. But then again, I suppose there aren't that many prominent right ones either.
Well, to be fair, I think, you know, after the internet blood sports days kind of passed, you had the breadtubers come up, right? And they were really popular in like 2019. They had basically taken over YouTube in 2019 for a little while. So
Yeah,
I'm not surprised I'm not surprised that there's a bunch of left-leaning content creators on YouTube.
Yeah, that was round about the days that Dev really started making videos.
We're in 2017? I mean, Dev's been around a lot longer than that.
Yeah,
Yep.
but as a little bread tuber, he only took up around that time.
So, Dry Bread, I noticed your comment on one of my old videos.
Last night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
the one
commented
about
on
how
a video from, what was it, 4 or 5 years ago?
There was one from 4 years ago, and there's one from like 2 years ago. I've been doing a lot of chores the last few days, and I put on just like whatever random things on my phone, listen to them and everything, and a lot of yours have been coming up. So I've been listening to a lot of your videos of the last mostly 4.5 years have been popping up on it, and they're all things I've seen before. But it's refreshing myself a lot on your takes from just like random takes, random years. And it's funny that some people have this idea that you used to be like a Trump supporter or that you used to be right wing, because I'm getting all these videos from 4+ years ago, from 3 years ago, from 2 years ago, from 1 year ago, and very consistently, every single time Trump ever comes up, you say that you're neutral on him. And that every single time anyone says that like you're right wing or something, you always are very clear. I'm not a right winger, or I'm a centrist, or I'm a liberal. Like you're using the exact same terminology that you do now. And it's like, I know that because I've watched your shit for a long time. But going back and rewatching this stuff with the context of how people treat you now, it's like, what the fuck do they mean when they say that used to be one of them, or like anything like that, or like, oh, I thought you were dog whistling? Dude, you could not have been more clear year after year after year what your opinions are.
Well, the short answer to that is that most of my haters are just fucking retarded.
I think they just don't go back and rewatch this shit, and they just have these vague memories of like what they saw of you or whatever, and they have this idea built up in their head of who you are or what you are. But I don't think they're like accurate, you know? Like,
Is
and that's
it,
the thing is like they're not going to go back and rewatch all this stuff because why would they go back and watch someone they don't like? I can understand that, but like if you'd watch more of you, if they would watch more of you over the years, they would have had a more accurate view and they would have realized, oh no, he has actually been quite clear about this the whole time. And if you still don't agree with Dev, then whatever, but like, Dev never lied about it.
nope.
Stop glazing Dev, he's the fat enemy. I'm sorry, you're the fat enemy. I'm not allowed to glaze you by bringing up what I've observed from your fucking videos.
Oh, there's one guy. Sorry, I'm not gonna give Arch money while he hosts a commie pedophile. And I'm just like, what the actual fuck is wrong with you? What alternate universe do you live in that you actually like? It's so dumb. All right. And Arch, I know
don't
you're
know.
not gonna.
You
Hold on,
knew
Arch.
when Karl Marx was born.
Arch, I know that you're not gonna say it on this stream. It's okay. I'll say it for you, sir. I know that you think a lot of the people who irrationally hate me with all of this nonsense are also retarded.
Dev, 1, you're liberal.
Yes.
And 2,
Yes.
you were wrong about
It's
X.
true. He is a liberal. He's said it for 4+ years. I can attest.
Yep.
Service
Longer than that.
guarantees
Longer than
citizenship.
that.
Longer than
Yeah,
that,
I
man.
just mean those are the ones that have been popping up on the feed. But yeah, longer than that for sure.
Yeah, man, I keep going back to that one video that I published in early 2017. And it might have been, I think it was actually on January 6th, 2017, like Trump's inauguration day.
Service guarantees
And I was like, I even
citizenship.
said in that video, I'm like, listen, I don't really like Trump that much. I'm pretty neutral on him. I don't really care too much. It's not really a big deal. Like I didn't like super hate him the way that I hate him now, but I was like, yeah, I don't really care. You know, it's like, he speaks weird, but whatever. However, people are going to blow their load on Trump derangement syndrome so hard that everyone is going to lose credibility with a common person. And at that point, Trump's going to start actually doing some evil shit, and no one's going to believe you when you report on it. And
Okay.
I've played that old clip like a dozen times over the past year because I was completely 100% right about that.
And I can fucking vouch for you right now because I saw that video. Like, I saw it recently. Like, you called it back then. You said, like, you know, the grab her by the pussy and all this bullshit. People are the media is gonna blow all these
Heresy's
things up.
the question.
Like, they're the worst thing
Fire
in
is
the
the
world
answer.
over and over and over, and people are gonna become desensitized. And then when he actually does do something bad, no one's gonna believe it. It's a boy who cried wolf.
Yep. And then it happened. It happened.
What a dev simp this cat dude is. I'm Sabu.
Man, it's so strange. It's like all I had to do was say that Trump tried to steal 2020 and just lay it out, you know, in a pretty
Heresy's the
calm manner,
question.
just with proof,
Fire is the answer.
and everyone lost their minds.
I feel like calling me a simp is the most weird internet brained thing ever. Like, I couldn't imagine you have like a friend and then you say something accurate about
Service
like their
guarantees
opinions because like you
citizenship.
know them on some level and you've heard their opinions on these things. And then you say that and they're like, you are simping for them. And it's like, I literally know them. Like, it's not simping. It's not like, it's not a thing of like, oh, I watch them online. Oh, I watch my father Vosh all day long and I must defend Papa Vosh. I must simp for Vosh. No, it's, one, I know you and I speak with you, and two, I have actually heard your opinions on a lot of these things in great detail, and I'm simply stating this is what he said his opinion on this is. Like, what's simping?
So for example, one guy here says, you've literally, this is towards you, Dry Bread. You've been hanging out in
Service
stream
guarantees
chats to run
citizenship.
defense for Dev, and I've talked to you about this like privately before. And
Yeah.
like one, I appreciate it. You don't have to do it, but
Yeah.
more importantly though, you're like, yeah, they just say stuff that's like provably wrong, and then I prove them wrong, and they get angry.
And then they get angry, or they shut up and they stop, and they completely stop messaging me. Like, I've noticed the last several times I've done that, they've learned to stop adding me because it never goes well. Like, I'm not here to simp. I'm making fun of you half the time, playing along with the jokes because I think that that's You can hear me. I'm having fun with this. This is lighthearted and fun, and I'm having fun with Arch, and I'm having fun joking around about Harriet Tubman and whatever. I don't know. I think this is all just kind of fun. I don't take it all that seriously, but like if I see someone just saying something blatantly wrong and I think they're being a big old baby about it, I'll say that they're being a big old baby about it. I think it's performative that a bunch of people will come in and say, "Oh, Dev is here. I guess I'll be skipping this one." No, you aren't. You're here. And you're just lurking now. Like you show up and you say this every time. It's so performative.
There's one thing that I should probably point out is that you can actually see the view lists on YouTube. You know who's lurking. Like
yeah, and they just keep lurking. Like they stay. It is truly performative on some level, and I'm sure some people actually do leave. I'm sure not everybody stays, but a lot of them just want to be able to say kick Dev so that they can hope one day that you'll get kicked. But I don't know. It seems performative.
Yeah.
Look, Dev is here. I'm hiding my food. You see, Jackie knows what's up.
Yes. That's an obvious joke. Yeah.
I hid my food in my mouth.
We still haven't gotten to the important part, though.
White Harriet Tubman?
That too.
White Harriet Tubman, is that
That's the most
happening,
important.
dude?
Can that please be in the thumbnail when the arc gets finished?
There will be. I'll upload
Yeah.
it as a mod.
Like,
Assuming
it'd be
there's a
your display
workshop.
picture.
And
It'd be your new display picture.
I guess just real
Heresy's
quick,
the
I think
question.
before we
Fire is
completely
the
move off to
answer.
the last topic, I do want to just add in here, like I think all three of us at various points have made fun of leftists who like virtue signal and then purity spiral. They circle wagons, they
Service
cancel
guarantees
people, they
citizenship.
deplatform people. They don't want to listen to any like other viewpoints. They completely have their safe spaces, and like we all think that's fucking ridiculous. Like that's obviously stupid. You should in fact engage with things that you don't agree with. And I mean, I've heard many right-leaning people say that a lot over the years, and they're right. Which is why it's just ridiculous to see a lot of those same voices, those same chat names that I remember, say a similar thing here, where it's like, "Oh, I can't handle being around Dev." It's like, okay, do you want your safe space then, fellas? Is that what you're looking for?
Just can't handle the dissenting opinion. The dissenting opinion that doesn't even dissent all that often, to be honest. I think they just hyperfixate on that. Oh, I've seen this come up a bunch of times over the last little while, a tiny bit now, but in previous streams as well. People keep saying that you love Trudeau. I was watching a video the other week from you from like 4 or 5 years ago where you said, "I will never ever vote for Trudeau." What? I've heard you consistently say that you don't like Trudeau for a long time. In fact, isn't one of your most viewed videos The Trouble with Trudeau?
Yes, it is.
Like that's like
nearly a million views, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, like I remember that one from way, way, way back in the day. That got like country blocked outside of Canada for a while because you included that famous clip of Pierre Elliott Trudeau, the "Well, just watch me" clip, which I think is banned on YouTube outside of Canada.
I ended up getting that overturned. I got
Good.
in appeal, yeah. But no,
Because it was
that
such
was
bullshit that clip was ever banned. I don't know what's up with that because I've tried to send it to like my American friends to show them some context of who Pierre Elliott Trudeau was. And they always just say, "Oh, it's not viewable outside of Canada."
Yeah, it's very strange. It's very strange.
I don't know why.
Heresy's
It
the
was
question.
for
Fire
those
is
of
the
you who
answer.
don't understand the context there. Basically, you had Quebec separatists that were being terrorists, and I think back in the 70s or whatever. And Pierre Trudeau was prime minister, and so he just said, "You know what? Just because you think that I might be some sort of like liberal, namby-pamby, progressive, bleeding heart, you think I'm not going to do something about this?" And so he implemented martial law, and he sent the army into Quebec and fucking pacified them.
Well, wasn't it
And it's like
separatists had
based.
kidnapped?
Awesome.
Isn't it like the Quebec separatists had kidnapped multiple ministers?
They had kidnapped several people,
Service
and the most
guarantees
high-profile one
citizenship.
was a British ambassador.
That was it. Like that was scary shit. And
Yeah.
the media were grilling him, saying like, that you're bringing in people with guns, and he just directly said like, "You may not like the look of people with guns, but like I'm gonna do what needs to be done. If we can't just allow ministers to be kidnapped. We can't allow like the rule of law to be suspended just because you don't like the look of people with guns." He said, "How far will you push that?" And he said, "Well, just watch me."
Yep.
Which is quite the fucking giga chat. ridiculous thing to say. That's amazing.
Yeah,
But
no,
yeah,
it was, yeah.
Trudeau's father, anyone who just knows Justin Trudeau, his dad was very different from how Justin Trudeau is nowadays. Not to say that like I agree with everything Pierre Elliott Trudeau said, but there's plenty to like and to dislike. But he is nothing like Justin Trudeau now. Someone said
Yeah.
average Jagmeet Singh voter. I don't know if that's in reference to me, but Jagmeet Singh is a no and a never from me, brother. I've only ever voted Conservative Party.
Wait, you've only ever voted Conservative over the years, really?
Yeah, I didn't vote in the 2015 election,
2015,
the one where Justin Trudeau came in, but I liked a lot of his policies that he was promising when he was on the campaign trail, mostly getting rid of first past the post. I wanted him to get
Didn't
rid of
do
that,
it.
and he fucking backed out on that in like 2 weeks, showing up in the House of Commons all, I've
Heresy's
listened
the
to
question.
Canadians.
Fire
and
is the answer.
boo." Anytime he stands up and says, I have listened to Canadians, he's going to say some real horse shit. Did
Yeah,
listen to the Canadians
yeah.
who voted for him based on first past the post, I guess. Every election since then in Canadian politics, I have voted Conservative. I had to plug my nose a couple times because I really didn't like a couple of the candidates, but at the end of the day, I thought it was of the three major parties that could actually win. I thought it was the one that I liked the most, and finally, in this upcoming election, Pierre Poilievre, who's likely going to win unless something drastic happens, he's actually the first leader of the Conservative Party of Canada that I've really, really liked in a long time. I think he's been fantastic.
Yeah, I think so too, actually. I did vote in 2015. I voted for Trudeau the only time I ever did. Yes,
Oof.
I know.
What a communist.
Well, here's the thing though. Trudeau was a different guy in 2015 than he is now. Like a drastically
He really
different guy.
was. Like,
Yeah.
if you go back and watch him on the campaign trail Trudeau was nothing like actual Prime Minister Trudeau. Dude went so fucking back on everything he promised. It was wild. Like, fast, too. It didn't even take a year before he went back on, like, everything.
Yep.
It was brutal. He simply lied to you. He lied to everybody. It was so bad. Oh, sorry.
There was...
No, he isn't. He simply lied to you. He might be referring to you lying about something. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? Because yeah, Jafar is one of the guys who's like very anti-dev. That's fine though.
Oh, okay.
No, there is one. Okay, there's one very famous speech that Trudeau gave like a year before he became prime minister. Because I don't know if you recall, but Harper had like a solid 5 years as his last run, I think. And
Yep.
But Trudeau was very popular and Harper was not. So they were basically just waiting for Harper to run the clock out because Trudeau was going to win, and everyone knew it. It's kind of how everyone
Everybody
feels
knew
about
it, yeah.
Poilievre right now. Like people feel the exact same about the Conservatives. They have been for like 2 years now.
It's like a mirror image. It's kind of wild because like when Harper finally lost, he had, I think it was the second lowest approval rating of any prime minister.
Yeah,
It was like really bad. It was like 22%. Isn't that what Justin Trudeau's at now? Like, it's really bad.
It's something like that. Yeah, it's something like that.
It's atrocious.
But okay, so when it comes to that, there's that famous speech that Trudeau gave like a year before he took office, and he basically said, yeah, so the realities of being a political leader are that you make promises and then you get into office, and sometimes you have to break those promises, and it's because once you're in the chair, you now learn new information you didn't know before, and you realize some of the things you wanted to do you can't actually do. There are some unforeseen circumstances that come up, and he was just completely honest about it, and I appreciated that.
Yeah.
But then he said, however, what that means though is that you have to understand the morality of the person that you're electing, because even if it turns out that the person you're electing can't do all the things they promised because of some unforeseen circumstances, if you know what their moral code is, you can at least know, okay, well, they will judge an unforeseen circumstance in this way, and that'll lead them to make a certain kind of choice. And like you can basically see if you align morally with a candidate. And he was correct. He was completely correct about that.
Yeah.
The issue is that his morality ended up being completely fucking awful after he got elected.
You remember the whole what was that scandal? The Lavalin? Is that what it was called?
Yes, the SNC Lavalin scandal.
SNC Lavalin. God, that feels like a fucking million years ago now.
Yep. It was ridiculous. I think I
This
think
is what
I,
it
I
sounds
think I
like when
covered
two
it in
liberal
one of my
Canadians
videos.
are tonguing each other. Sounds like, I dude, like we just went on a huge rant about how we hate Trudeau and how the Conservative Party right now rocks and how we really like the Conservative candidate. And I said that I have only ever voted Conservative. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, people are nuts sometimes. Yeah, I
No,
agree.
whatever.
But no, man, I remember looking into the SNC-Lavalin scandal because it was so sensationalistic, right? It was like the previous liberal leaders before Trudeau are out here like paying for Libyans to fuck Quebec
Service guarantees
prostitutes. And it's
citizenship.
like,
the
what
fuck?
the? Yeah, it's the craziest fucking scandal, and it was all covered up by the liberals. And it started coming out during Trudeau's reign, and it's like, dude, what the fuck is this scandal, man?
D Subversion says boring Canada. Okay, I can't disagree with that though. There's a reason no one's interested in Canadian bullshit. It is brutally boring. Like, guys, if I started talking about like actual Canadian politics that's not just like the really hyper sensationalist stuff, I would immediately bring up Big Dairy, and as soon as you hear the words Big Dairy,
Oh my
you know
God.
shit's gonna be boring.
Yeah, dude, the whole fucking like farming bullshit happening in Canada is so stupid and it's so
Yeah.
boring. It's so fucking retarded.
Yeah, like, do you want me to sit here and talk about how much of a problem Canada has with monopolies? We have an enormous monopoly issue, but the thing is, that's really, really, really boring if you don't live here. It's even boring if you do live here.
Yep. Oh, we could talk about the Khalistani terrorists in Canada right now.
I'm sorry, I've missed something. What is this?
Okay, so you know what Khalistan is?
No.
Okay, so there's a separatist region in India
Service
that is
guarantees
trying to break
citizenship.
away from India and form a Sikh ethno-state just for
Oh,
just for believers of the Sikh religion. And a lot of them have kind of been leaving India as they've been persecuted, and they're all ending up in Canada.
okay, no, I do know a little bit about this. Yes, I just Googled the map and I'm seeing, oh God, yeah, that's the one where Jagmeet Singh was on stage and as they had all the pictures of like fucking literal terrorists on there.
Yeah. So the current leader of the NDP, he like before he became leader, he was like there's a video of him hanging around with these fucking terrorists that are like taking refuge
Yeah,
in Canada. It's
it's
fucking
nuts.
wild, man.
He tries to like say like, oh, he doesn't endorse that, and it's like, dude, if I was invited to be a speaker on a stage and one of the big banners they had there was a fucking Adolf Hitler, I wouldn't go on that stage. I promise you, I would not walk up on that stage.
Oh,
The
Soninko in the
Service
fuck?
chat says they
guarantees
have a
citizenship.
terrorist training camp in Burnaby. I wouldn't fucking be surprised, dude. Okay, so like, there's okay, no, Arch. Since you've been quiet for a while, let's bring Arch into this.
Sorry, Arch. I
So
apologize. I
so
derailed.
in Europe, in the UK especially, because Sargon talks about it a lot, but it's happening all over Europe. You have the Islamic migration crisis, right? And the issue with it is not necessarily some of the people themselves, but it's the fact that you have a giant mass of people who all kind of believe the same thing. And you have a very extreme part of them who are actually willing to go out and blow themselves up or like shoot up places or swing machetes around. And despite most of them not being that extreme, they still kind of like culturally half play cover for them. You know what I mean?
I think Arch might actually be AFK.
Arch.
We scared him away with our Canadian bullshit. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to derail so bad.
Oh, he's gone.
Wow.
Arch is actually gone. I guess it's just for us then.
Dev,
No. Oh,
Yes?
he's back.
I'm not
Wait,
letting
hold
you
on.
speak about Canada again for the rest of the year.
I'm sorry.
hold-
that was
hold on,
my
though,
fault. I
Arch,
rambled.
Arch, did you hear what I said?
No,
It was about Europe.
no, I've kicked Dev.
It was my fault. Kick me.
Arch, I'm back. I somehow got put into the room accidentally.
I know.
Oh, I wonder how that happened. Hey, Lumi should be free soon, right?
Oh God,
Yeah.
I hope so. She can talk about feet
Heresy's the
instead.
question. Fire
Oh,
is the
thank
answer.
God. Gotta move to something more
You know what?
dignified than Canada.
Moving from Canadians to can't say that word on YouTube.
Can't say that word on.
Well, no,
Come
Arch,
on.
I wanted to ask you about the European Islamic shit. Because I know like you're in Norway, but it's still happening in Norway, isn't it?
No.
Really, you guys have maintained your ethno-state borders?
Close. Hopefully.
Close, hopefully. Well, yeah. Basically, so what I said before, Arch, just real quick. I want to know because you'll know this better than me. So, just make sure that I have my idea right here. Is that you have a large mass of people who are coming in, and they're all Islam. No, they're all Muslims, or they're mostly Muslims. And then in that mass, you have a tiny minority of Islamists who are very violent. They're very radical. They do suicide bombings. They do shootings. They do machetes. They do all this crazy stuff. And that's not the majority of them. However, the majority of them, whether knowingly or not, they do kind of play cover for them, at least on a cultural level. You know what I mean?
Listen, Dev.
Yes.
They're all
What?
the problem.
Okay, but like
All of them.
How I just
Because
described
they're
it, that is
culturally
accurate.
inferior, Dev.
Okay, Arch, did I just describe the situation accurately?
No, you forgot about racially judging them as a homogenous unity.
Okay, fine. The point is that in Canada we have a problem with Sikhs in much the same way. There's a whole bunch of Sikh immigrants who are pretty peaceful and pretty chill. However, they do not do enough to police the terrorists in their own community, and there are terrorists in their community, and they're currently basically hiding from India in Canada. And I don't know, Dryba, do you recall the plane bombing? There's like a flight going from India to Canada that had like a fucking bomb on it.
I heard about it, but I don't know the details.
Yeah, it was related to the whole Khalistani movement. Basically, Canada's being retarded
Service
because it's like, oh
guarantees
yeah,
citizenship.
we have these Sikh terrorists here, but we don't want to be racist. It's like,
my
oh, can
God.
you fucking grow a backbone for fuck's sake?
I think you'll find that's the antithesis of being Canadian.
Yeah, I guess.
At least Canadian in government. Oh my God.
All I heard is Dev has a problem with brown people.
Wow, Dev, how could you?
It's pretty easy, actually.
Oh. Oh, it's that kind of stream. Issue with brown people, is that why you made Harriet Tubman white? Why would you do that? That's so fucked up.
Although, actually, before we get to the second black woman topic of the day, which is unusual, I should go through
more black woman topics.
some of the backlog too.
Oh, sorry, super chats.
Or, yeah.
Yes, before they start piling up again, otherwise I need to sit here for another few hours.
Do you want us to voice act any of them to save your
Service
the
guarantees
work?
citizenship.
That's a good idea. I
I'm
keep
for
telling
it.
Lum Lum to do it, but she doesn't.
Oh, dude, I'm totally up for it. I talk for a living.
Also, she's 30 minutes late. Lum Lum was probably ran off the road by an anti-Latinx extremist.
Maybe she got murdered in H Mart or whatever.
It's very
I've never
possible.
been to one, so I have no idea how dangerous it is, but it's American H Mart, so I just assume it's like really dangerous.
Pray for the Latinx chat.
Latinx.
Sandu, why Arch? Why punish us with Dev just because Lum Lum is late? Doesn't mean we, the humble, loving chat, deserve punishment with communist. That's where you're wrong.
See, look, they want their safe space. They want their bubble. They don't want to be challenged.
Punish them until they're
Sorry, chat, but this is a free speech zone.
Oh no.
How about that, Dev? I've seen the way you run your Discord.
But this speech isn't free. They paid money for that.
Zero Firewood Track, that is a great idea. Obama became Hawk Girl. You know what? Yes, Michelle Obama would be an excellent Hawk Girl.
Dude, I thought you meant Barack.
Barack
Photoshoppers,
Obama's
get on
Hawk
it.
Girl.
Service
Yes,
guarantees
Make
citizenship.
it happen. You know what? There's the gender sex swap thing we need. We need Hawk Girl Barack Obama.
No, Michelle. Michelle has the right build for it.
Well, fine.
She's the only one who could be on camera and convincingly beat up other superheroes. Also, that is kind of funny.
What the fuck?
I mean, it's true.
It is true. It's true. That's why it's funny.
Lonnie is an immigrant, yeah.
Yeah. That's why it's funny, because it is true. Satan Gray. Satan? Satan? Howdy, friends. Untrue, I am the dev simp. There you go. Another one.
Satan Gray is, in fact, a dev simp, yes.
Wow.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Why, Hayden, Merry Christmas, all Arch. What is your favorite holiday dish? Don't have one. They're all shit.
Ooh, really?
Yep.
Maybe it's different in Norway.
Yep. We just eat medisted and surströmming. It's terrible.
That second thing you said, I'm not going to try to pronounce. I'm painfully Canadian. Isn't that like rotten fish or something?
Pretty much.
Ooh.
Preserved, technically.
Do you have a genuine opinion on it?
It smells bad. It tastes bad.
Well,
I would prefer
always hear
eating our
that,
other national food, which is called Dead Man in a Can.
I always
Is
hear
it any
that
better?
a lot of Nordic foods are a lot more based in just being easy to preserve because of their history of it, not being able to grow crops for as long in the year. And so a lot of it is more about being easy to preserve rather than being tasty.
Well, in reality, the national Norwegian dish these days, based on what we eat the most, is it's actually just pizza now. So
Frozen pizza?
Well,
Frozen fucking
good
pizzas?
decision.
yeah.
Hey, Lumi, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
How was your trip to the market?
It was very good. We got some stuff for tteokbokki. We got stuff for McDongo. We got stuff for various soups. We got
Wait.
Christmas.
McDongo?
No. To make dongo.
Oh, okay. That sounded like you said McDongos. And like, did you go to like a black McDonald's or some shit?
No. No, make
I
dongo.
don't know what H Mart is, but I have it on good authority from Arch. It's some kind of Latinx thing. So
No. H Mart is a Asian market.
yeah, I ended up Googling H Mart because I didn't know if we
Heresy's the
had it here in
question.
Canada. And
Fire
we
is
do.
the answer.
But oddly enough, the Canadian website for H Mart is hmartca.com. What the fuck? Why is it not just hmart.ca?
I don't think even anyone in Canada uses .ca anymore.
I guess not. Just
Service guarantees
hmartca.com is
citizenship.
wild.
Oh, it's because there is already an hmart.ca. It's a different thing.
Oh, someone sniped it from H Mart? Damn.
And
H Mart
now,
didn't want to shell out the big bucks for it.
seeing as the feed fish is here, we can deploy the punishment for today.
Oh no,
What?
I've been warned of this.
What do you mean?
Yep, we are going to have a song here, which has a part that.
Oh
Lum
god,
really
I've heard
deeply
about
fond
this.
of.
Oh my fucking god.
I'm not opening your screen. I'm not gonna listen to it. Nope.
We're streaming the audio. Lum.
No.
Thankfully, I can't hear.
I'm out of town, thugging with my round. My coochie pink, my booty hole brown.
I can't hear it. Thank God.
I'm looking for the hoes. Quit playing, nigga. Come suck a bitch toes.
Why are you like this?
It's so bad, dude.
She's a really bad singer. What is that? What is the tone of that voice? It's nuts.
Alright, we are going to have that part of she saying, "Come suck on these toes" as Lum Lum's official arrival now a noise from now on.
Here we
No.
go.
No.
We will use
I also
it.
like where my PNG is because it looks like it's hooked right on the top of the border. It's perfect.
Oh, it does. That is perfect. God, that picture.
Lum Lum, isn't it?
Picture of
Lum Lum in
Sabu
stock.
is such a bad fucking picture. I gotta send you a better art asset.
Look at that. Lum Lum arrives and like 20 people leave. Damn it, Lum Lum.
Wow.
Okay, fine. I'll leave.
Corona says, Arch, do you have any thoughts about trying Warhammer Fantasy Universalis mod for EU4? Not yet, but maybe. Maybe in the future. Muggy of Atlas. Woke Tiz for the Archgod, and Feet for the Foot Queen.
Heresy's the question.
They knew you'd
No.
do that.
Fire is the answer.
The Foot Queen.
The Foot Queen.
Oh no.
I don't know why I don't know why you keep this. Just titles keep going. I don't
Okay, so-
understand.
One of the other multiplayer games you should get together and play is one of those Ninja Turtle beat 'em ups. But
Oh.
however, Lumi
No.
has to play as a foot soldier.
No. No.
Hold on, I gotta Google. What's the one I grew up with on the NES?
Probably Turtles 3.
Let me check.
Because Turtles 1 was fucking garbage, and AVGN did a whole thing on that. But I think Turtles 3 was the good one.
It was the one that's like an arcade adaptation.
Yeah, Turtles 3, Manhattan Project.
Stop.
Turtles.
No.
All right, yeah. So,
It's-
just put...
okay. The one I grew up with is literally called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game, but
Oh,
it's
okay.
the NES version.
Right. Yeah.
But is that the one I grew up with? Hold on.
Love Bomb
Someone
has
said
fallen
SNES
for
got
the,
Turtles in Time.
The trap of
Turtles
the
in Time
time
was the
Foot
SNES
Clan to
one,
be
it
a
was good.
favorite. Like 3 times
It's-
now, I think.
Yep.
Turtles 2. That's the one I grew up with. Turtles 2.
Turtles 2, yeah.
That
I
one's so good.
recall everyone saying Manhattan Project was a great game, Turtles 3, but the one that I first played was Turtles 4 on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Turtles in Time, baby.
Turtles in Time was good. I didn't have that one growing up because I didn't grow up with an SNES. I played those games when I was like, I didn't get into the SNES until I was like 7 or 8, and I got into emulation. But no, I actually never played that one, but I'd be up for playing it. I used to really like those beat 'em ups.
You just got to get the one where Lumi can be a foot soldier.
No.
Ah, here you go, Arch. Let me DM that to you. There's a much better transparent background. Hold on, is that one actually a transparent background? No, it
1,
isn't.
it's not, and 2, I like the cat.
I'm gonna send you this one instead. That one has a transparent background. My bad. If you just need a little portrait picture, that's a decent one.
And Brandon for $100 on Streamlabs. Thank you very much, sir. What is that heavy infantry formation you talked about called? Cabela. Well, unfortunately for you, the Dutch never named it, so...
If you like the cat, then here is my cat Sabu drawn as a sneaky Meowth.
No.
Like the other cat.
Can't be.
It
And
is
so, what were you guys talking about while I was enjoying my time shopping?
I think we
I
were on
just-
super chats.
Okay, I just opened up YouTube. All right, just clicked on youtube.com, press enter, and the first
Heresy's
video
the
that was
question.
recommended to me
Fire is the
is
answer.
called Lumi Reveals Her Feet Picture.
What? Lies. You,
Why
I think
you're-
it's a
no.
I think it's a different Lumi.
I know
Yeah,
it's a
there's like-
different Lumi, but what the
there's
fuck?
like there's like 15 different Lumis, but yeah, so YouTube knows that Lumi and feet are going together.
No, that's probably Face Connect Lumi.
No, it doesn't.
Ugh.
Even if it is Phase Connect Lumi, what this means is the algorithm knows that Lumi and feet are one.
No. No.
And the same.
No.
Never shall the two be apart. Mr. Personality, have you had time to look over the artist on Patreon I sent you, Arch? I have not. I'll try to get back to it. And status member for English, Jesus. Has been over 6 months.
Whoa.
Well, what's the crack? Takes 6 months and gives something to Tremere. Also, Merry Christmas, lads, and lasses, and Arch and guests. Merry Christmas to you too, sir.
I love that you're not including the lads and lasses. You're just Arch.
I am.
A
I am
monolith
unique
of
and
his
special.
own.
You're special, all right.
Wait, hold on. What the fuck? Okay,
What?
listen. Okay, I just opened up my Facebook. Okay.
I swear to
Alright.
fucking
Why
God.
would you do that?
Well, because my phone buzzed and I'm sending my mom a message. Okay, but I opened up my IRL Facebook, and the first promoted post, okay, is this Nigerian fashion show, and it's advertising a shoe company called Feet by Lumi.
You gotta be fucking kidding me! No,
Dude,
that
they're
is
fucking-
not real. You
They're
fucking
listening
liar.
to you. They got you listening to
Heresy's
you.
the
Like I don't
question.
have.
You
There's no
fucking
other
liar.
explanation. It's hearing
It
your
links.
mic.
No, it links to this Instagram here. Yeah.
Take a
Feet by-
screenshot.
Feet by Lumi is a Nigerian shoe brand created with leather and rich and beautifully designed African fabrics.
What the fuck?
Dude, does Lumi like mean foot in another language? Why is there so
No.
much association with Lumi and feet?
Lumi means snow and like Finnish or some shit like that.
No, I don't. I also found Lumi foot powder.
What the fuck?
Really?
Yep.
Well, yeah, it's your successful foot powder.
I'm changing my name. I'm
Lumi
changing
out-
my name.
Lumi
you might need
Outdoors
to.
natural foot powder deodorizer and shoe odor eliminator.
I'm changing
There
my
has to
name.
be some
Fuck you
connection
guys.
between Lumi and feet in some language here. Hold on.
Yeah. I think there's
Heresy's
an
the
association
question.
between
Fire
Lumi
is the
and feet
answer.
in every language. Jesus Christ.
I'm changing my name. Fuck you guys.
Now, this is a very anti-Lumi product, though, because the last thing a Lumi would ever want is to remove the smell of feet.
That's true. I think you should get this taken down from the Amazon store page for discrimination.
God damn it. Lumi, get a sponsorship. Make money. No. Oh god, I hate it here. Deb, you started this. Fuck you.
Hold on. Arch started the Lumi feet thing.
Yes, and then apparently the government's listening to you and giving you various products by Lumi, I guess. Universe is telling you something, Lum Lum. Shut up. Imagine Lumi, money and power, empire of the foot from by Lum. No.
Satan Aaron Gray, looking forward to the stream. Basically, a birthday gift to me that Starfield looks hot like hot trash. To me, Starfield. Oh. Well, happy birthday. I'm presuming it's your birthday. Maybe it isn't.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Pinch it in. As a Brit, I never knew that Meghan Merkel was black. All I knew is that she was a feminist, and royals aren't supposed to express any form of political opinion of any sort, aside of environmental stuff. That was the rule back in the day. Back in the gay day. Satan Aaron, CW writing is notoriously bad. I can see it. Cuban922, couldn't chat during a Thursday stream,
Hey,
but what's
Art.
more important, dev truth or reality in your set of morals?
Arch,
What?
Arch, are you logged into your Amazon?
Maybe?
I can
Yes.
see your postal
Yeah.
code.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
sorry,
That's
Kitty.
normal.
Okay, sorry. I was DMing you to warn you
Oh,
about
no.
that. I didn't know if that was important or not.
Meanwhile, Lumi decides to make it clear on air. Thanks, Lumi.
I know. I specifically didn't say anything because I didn't want to draw attention.
No, chat said it first. I was bringing
Okay.
it to your attention.
Fucking lum
Okay, I
lum.
mean, if Chad already said it, then yeah. Sorry, I tried to warn you.
Arch never looks at his DMs, especially when he's live.
I was looking
Well-
at them because I was sending him art assets.
He'll probably see the words and won't process them till afterwards.
Just trying to look out for him.
I try to do that too, but then he's like Lum Lum.
Heresy's the question.
Bad.
Fire is the answer.
It's okay, Chet. You didn't see anything. Be nice.
Merc, here to enforce Christmas cheer. Where are your Santa hats, you Santa deniers? I don't want to plan ahead and get art for that. Fuck that. Besides, Tori is overloaded as it is.
Yeah, he
Service
keeps lamenting
guarantees
the poor girl.
citizenship.
Satan Aaron Gray, Dev is wrong on this one. They always had one. Oh yeah,
what are you
yeah,
talking about?
pussycats. Black pussycats. Always black pussycats. And then he says he was wrong. I don't think he was. I think there was always a black pussycat. Mark ashamed, Harriet Tubman was a human trafficker. True. Correct.
You-
Accurate.
this is going to go into my pile of reasons why we all hate Harriet Tubman. Lumi, you weren't here for it, but you hate her too. Trust me.
Heresy's the question.
Okay.
Fire is the answer.
Said Nan Gray, to have said she stole property. Shut your face. She did. You know what property she stole? People. Absolute brain not logic to ever consider that communists. Yeah,
Dude,
she
how
stole
cool.
property.
Just
And
a
human
monster.
trafficking. Yeah, Holsader, I'm playing Civ 4 Colonization right now.
Oh, I love that game so much, man. If you haven't played the We the People mod, play the We the People mod. The game is so much better with that.
Adam Gray, question to the chat. Has the right wing fallen so hard that we are going to denigrate a good name of an American icon by calling it a communist? Yes. Also, I will say this. Right, one of my big complaints about Harriet Tubman, too, is that you had Frederick Douglass that you could have done. He would have been an excellent example on every level, pretty much. But no, you chose Harriet Tubman.
Dude, he looks so cool. Could you imagine him in that, like... Okay, you remember back in Civ 5 where they'd have not just, like, the full portrait of the leader that you're talking to, but they'd kind of be, like, in their own environment, like an office or something. Could you imagine how badass he would look in some kind of office behind, like, a mahogany desk or whatever, you know? Kind of like the Brazilian president from that game. Oh, you could do such cool things with him.
Yeah, Frederick Douglass would be great. And he was a much more excellent example as well as the rise from slavery, as he didn't just become a human trafficker, he became a great man, leader.
Ooh, you could have him in as a great person, too.
Yeah, he didn't traffic anybody either.
Yeah! Now, if only we had fan art of him being white.
I would never do that to Frederick Douglass. I will do it to
Nick,
Harriet Tubman.
never. Well, absolutely. She was a monster.
Blonde Adult, for Christmas, Santa is going to fill Dev's stocking with stinky doo-doo diapers. Fill with shit, but only if you're good. Fat boy, you were a good fat
I guess
communist
it'll be
boy,
fucking
yeah.
bad then.
Yes, Dev's diaper fetish. And Sir Firewater, so Archie, why do you keep inviting leftist Canadians to the Archcast? Can you have Lum Lum filter these pics next time?
Heresy's the question.
Lum Lum still
Fire
hasn't
is the
brought
answer.
me anybody. I told Lum Lum to bring me more people. Lum Lum is dragging
I
her
tried
feet.
showing you someone, and you were like, no.
Dude, I'm a bad leftist. I keep accidentally voting conservative. What the fuck's wrong with me?
Arch,
It is one of
I
the
try
many
to.
problems.
I want to bring someone on who has decent connections, has the exact same philosophy as gatekeep everything as you do, and you're like, no, I don't want him on my show.
Lum Lum needs to
Who is
find
it?
bigger people.
Oh wait, no, hold on.
He
Yeah,
has some decent connections. He has some pretty decent sized fucking connection.
Lumi, DM me the name. I'm kind of
Heresy's
curious.
the question.
Okay.
Fire is the
Yeah,
answer.
I'm curious too.
But also, yeah, hold on. Like, I mean, Mizu was here that one time, and hasn't Akko been on here as well? Like, you're bringing people in.
Akko hasn't been on here yet. So I
Oh,
don't-
okay.
Was I only
Heresy's
brought
the
in because I'm a
question.
famous
Fire
Nancy
is the
Drew
answer.
Let's Player? Because that's fair.
That's your most popular series, isn't it? Nancy Drew?
Not even close, but for years and years now, I've referred, when introducing myself, I say, hi, Madrat Stowe, famous Nancy Drew Let's Player.
Are
Because
you the only one who Let's
Nancy
played that
Drew
game?
No, but I am very proud of my Let's Play of it, and so was Her Interactive, the people who made Nancy Drew, because they emailed me to tell me they watched the Let's Play, they thought it was funny, and they now send me every Nancy Drew game.
That's actually pretty cool.
It's
I
really
recall,
awesome.
I did a way back. This is pre-Gamergate now. I did a Let's Play of an indie game from Norway, actually, and they're the people who made the game really appreciated it. In fact, and at
That's
one point,
awesome.
I this is before I knew you, Arch, so we didn't get a chance to meet up. But I actually went to Norway and like checked out their studio. It was cool.
Heresy's the question.
This would have been like
Fire is
2012
the
or some shit.
answer.
I think I knew of you in 2012, but I didn't watch you yet.
Yeah, that was like definitely pre-Gamergate days, so I wasn't really doing anything that took off.
Yeah,
I definitely didn't know
I knew
any of you guys.
I knew you like through association with like VGA back then, but I more so
Mhm.
knew of you than knowing you.
Yeah.
I think the storyline here was that one day Dev told me that he had a friend called My Dry Bread. My reaction
Service
was, is he a
guarantees
communist like
citizenship.
you?
The communists who
caught
vote
me.
for the conservative fucking party, yeah.
Yeah, bread's right in the name. I mean, I was like a fucking edgelord communist when I was like 18 to 21 or something.
Service
but then
guarantees
I didn't really know
citizenship.
anything about politics at the time. It was just kind of like a dumb aesthetic thing, you know, rebelling
Yep.
against whatever is popular and that
Yep,
kind of thing.
same,
And then
same.
I started to learn literally anything about politics and about the history of my own family, literally coming to Canada to flee communism. I very quickly learned, oh no, that shit sucks.
Mhm.
Like, I'm Slovak. Like, my family came here to get away from that.
Actually, right. That's enough super chats for now, because I do want to talk more about black people here on the officially now Ebony cast. Now that Lum Lum is here, our black representative.
Oh, what? How am I the black representative when I'm not even black?
Because Meghan Merkel is black, and you're probably roughly the same shade.
Yeah,
What?
Latinx counts now.
Yep.
Hold on, someone's knocking.
Actually, wait, hold on, Lumi. I have a real question for you. Okay, so
That's why she left.
I've oh, you left?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's right. She said someone's knocking. That's right. Oh, okay. Yeah, I missed that part.
Netflix announced a show, and this is every topic we have today is related to black women. And I don't know why, but the 6888 is a TV show that came out suddenly, literally yesterday, a movie about an all-black female unit in World War II, sorting mail. That's pretty much it.
Yeah,
Oh.
honestly, I read
Is,
the
that, is it
article too. And
true? Is it real?
it seems to be, yeah. I read the article as well, and yeah, there was a all-black unit of I think it was 850-ish people that they were American black women mostly who were sent over to Birmingham, England to sort mail for the soldiers and stuff. And they tell a story about how one of the lead character was writing letters to her white Jewish boyfriend who was in the war before eventually discovering a letter that he had written to her that obviously wasn't delivered yet and finding out that he's dead. Honestly, the article doesn't go super deep into it.
I guess what I mean is, was there in real life an all-black female unit delivering mail or sorting
Yes.
mail? Okay.
Yes,
All
but
right.
they have taken
Heresy's the
significant
question.
liberties.
Fire is the
with
answer.
things.
Yeah, they've made a story out of it.
Right. Yeah.
And it's the story they chose to tell that is probably the most telling here. We have Ebony Obsidian.
Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way.
Fucking hell.
Whom I
CID
can
the Dev
only
with
assume
Bell.
to be her official porn name, so, you know.
I mean, it really sounds like one. That's her legit name, by the way, as far as I can tell. Ebony Obsidian.
Damn.
That's like a
did
fucking ring name right there.
Did she choose that, or did like what was her like her parents were actually had the last name of Obsidian and they decided to
what?
name her Ebony?
I'll Google, because it really does
Okay.
sound like that's the kind of name that she gave herself.
I also, if there's a sudden loud more moaning noises right now, chat, it's because I am literally going to check Pornhub for Ebony Obsidian, just to... Yep, there we go.
Okay, no, that's her shoot name.
And
Wow.
there are indeed porn actresses with the name Ebony Obsidian as well. We have confirmed both of these things now.
How many?
3.
Wow! 4, if you include her.
There you go. 4. 4 now total.
Man, that's like shitty indie worker name.
As the story they chose to focus on is of racism and sexism, of course. As there's loads
Is
of
there
racist
any other
people
story?
who don't like them.
In fairness, this is a story set in 1945, 1946?
45, largely.
Okay. And I know that they said in the article that she's dating like a white Jewish guy. I saw a bunch of people in the chat be like, white Jewish, just Jewish. Yeah, but the article says white Jewish, and I think it's just to emphasize the idea that, like, yeah, his skin pale, not as normal back then in America for a black person to be with a person who's white presenting, I guess you would say.
White presenting.
Yeah,
Very
they're just
presenting.
pointing out that they, visually you see them together, and it just you don't know he's Jewish. You just see a white guy and a black girl.
Oh, Lumi's back real quick. So Lumi, I want to ask one. It looks like you're in the sock of shame right now. Is that purposeful?
This is a Christmas. It's a Christmas stocking.
It's a
You can
stocking.
see the little
Wait,
decorations.
a stocking? A
It's a
stocking?
Oh,
It's a Christmas
stocking.
stocking.
like
A
you wear on
stocking.
your
A
feet.
stocking.
No.
I see what you're
I
doing.
It's cute. It's supposed to be cute.
It's
supposed
cute.
to be for Christmas.
The foot container is cute. The opinions are coming out. They're finally slipping through the cracks.
It's supposed to be for Christmas.
Your Christmas gift this year is that she admits it.
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
I guess. Okay, so, we're not okay. We're not saying Latinx this time. So you're Latina. Like, I mean, you're not Latino, obviously. So Latina. Here, I want you to answer a question for me. Okay. So, what the fuck is the difference between a Latina and a Chicana?
Tina and a Chicana?
Yeah. I keep hearing for some reason very like hyper left retards rather than saying Latinx, now they're saying Chicanx. And I'm like, okay, so Chicano and Chicana are a thing, and they're saying Chicanx now. So what is
the fuck?
What is a Chicano or a Chicana? What is that
Yeah,
shit?
That does not roll off the tongue.
Chicana is a girl who was born in the U.S., but her family comes from Mexico.
So
Okay.
Specifically Mexico or just like Latin America?
Mexico.
Heresy's the question. Fire
Okay.
is the answer.
Are you Chicanx then?
Ew, gross. That sounds like a disease.
Yeah, actually, that sounds awful. That does not roll off the tongue in English, and I can only imagine it rolls off the tongue worse in Spanish.
Ugh.
Okay.
Fucking
Well,
leftists. I fucking. Ugh. Making it sound like we have a fucking disease. Oh, look, there she is, the Chicanx. It's like, what are you calling me? Why are you calling me the slur?
Chicken X in the chat. Maybe that's an add-on to Chicken.
Heresy's
Yeah,
the
it's
question.
like a DLC.
Fire is the answer.
No.
hold on. Here, I'm looking this up. Okay. Chicano or Chicana is an ethnic identity for Mexican Americans that emerged from the Chicano movement. Chicano was originally a classist and racist slur used towards low-income Mexicans that was reclaimed in the 1940s among youth who belonged to the Pachuo and Pachua subculture. Okay, hold on. If I don't know what Pachuo or Pachua is, but surely they imply the existence of Pachuex, right?
Shut the fuck up, Jeff.
Tejon X. We can apply this to all of the names.
Hate all of you.
Leave the poor fish alone in its sock. It's cozy in there.
Lucha Underground would have been way
It has
better
all
if
the
everyone's
foot
name ended in
smell
an
she could
X.
ever desire. Because the
Fractal
point I
Jack
want
says,
to
all I
make
can hear is Cheech and Chong.
about our Black Woman Battalion is that the characters they came up with to represent racism were all made up. It didn't happen.
Oh yeah?
Yes, it didn't happen. There is a general in the show who is like, black women are dumb, black women can't do anything, black women, la la la. Made up character, didn't exist. There was a chaplain who was introduced who did a sermon against them, like, you're led by an evil black woman, you're all immoral, you treat this place like a whorehouse. Made up, didn't exist.
So the three women themselves did exist, but all the other characters didn't?
All of the negative characters
Heresy's the
they had in
question.
the show,
Fire
the
is
evil
the
racist
answer.
sexists, did not exist.
To play devil's advocate, do you think that there would be any legal repercussions if they picked an actual person that did exist who they could trace, I don't know, some kind of racial hatred towards them back to? Would there be any legal problems with depicting that person, and maybe the family or the estate could be like, we don't like your movie depiction of our family member as a horrible racist, even though they may have been?
Well, they've been dead for a few years, so I'm not sure.
Oh, don't get me wrong. Like, I get it. They have been dead for a long time, and look, if they were turbo racist, then, like, fuck them. but at the same time, no movie studio wants to get sued. Now, if the events didn't even happen, whether it be like they had to make up a person for it, if the event didn't happen at all, I think that's pretty dumb. I get that they want to show that there was racial tension. I'm sure there was some racial tension, but if you need to make up a bunch of like way over the top dramatized events for it, maybe your story just kind of sucks.
Oh, in the chat, Jazz says, I reserve the right to be the first black representative on the ArchCast. We should get Jazz on, actually.
I don't know who Jazz is, but come
Jazz-
on.
Yeah, Jazz is great. Jazz is Rosa's co-host.
Yep.
Who's
And Arch, you
Rosa?
know who Rosa is, obviously, so.
We can. Why hasn't Lum Lum suggested this?
Because you're also friends with them, and I figured you'd have the 2 cents and have your brain cells rub together a little
Yeah.
bit. Be like,
Them?
I want that one.
Are we calling
on,
Jazza they them now?
Hold
Oh
on,
my
aren't all 3 of us friends with Rosa?
Yes. All 3 of us are friends
Yeah,
with Rosa.
but
Sorry.
like
All
I'm
three of us
only
are
like
friends with
acquaintances, whilst Lum Lum's follows her primarily for the sock auctions. There's a
No.
difference. We are not the same.
You're the one that told me about the socks.
Consider me
And
a
that's why you
surrogate
jumped
for
on.
anyone in the chat who doesn't know
I've been friends
who's
with
Rosa?
Rosa before the sock thing. I
Ro-
was friends with Rosa while she was gaslighting herself into liking feet until she started.
Yeah,
Actually,
Rosa
God.
is the
no.
person
Okay.
who sells Lum Lum her fetish socks.
No.
Rosa
hold on.
Parks? Wait, Rosa
no.
Parks?
Rosa Kotal is another VTuber. But okay, Rosa is someone who actually made themselves into feet by just repeated exposure.
Oh.
It's like, why would you fucking do this to yourself, dude?
Repeated exposure. Does she not have feet herself?
Like in a sexual setting.
Oh. So I was gonna say I'm exposed to my own feet like on the daily.
Now it's like she was doing it for the meme at first. Like, what was it?
Oh.
Beating Bloodborne with just using her feet and
Yep.
shit like that.
That's
Mhm.
impressive.
Yeah.
No, but before you came along, Lumi, there was like another group of VTubers that kind of hung around Arch and Co. And it included Rosa. It included the horse girl Tomo. There's one other
Mhm.
one too that I can't remember who it is. A lot of them I think have moved on, except for Rosa though.
Mm.
They were
I
all
know.
cool people though.
Anyways, let's schedule a day for Jazz to come on then, Archly.
I don't want to schedule stuff.
I'm just thinking of Jazz the wrestler. She was fucking awesome.
I don't enjoy scheduling.
Well, who do we have next
Heresy
coming on
is
to
the
the
question.
ArchCast? Do we have
Fire
anyone
is the
scheduled?
answer.
Who's next week?
There's nothing next week is like holidays or something.
Hold on.
Next-
Next week is the
next-
27th. It's not a holiday anymore.
20. Yeah, no, definitely 28th or something. That's a holiday.
I would
Are you
offer, but
skipping?
this show happens literally the exact same time as my weekly premiere, so I can't dip it too often at this time slot.
Okay, well, do you want to skip next Saturday and take a holiday?
Yes.
Or
Yeah,
Yes,
have a Christmas
okay.
holiday.
Here's
You
the
earned
Lum
it.
Lum. You can just do it by yourself. Do what Blabs does for Greg.
well, are you gonna give me the login for your account then?
I can just send you the stream key.
Okay.
Ooh.
Wait, this is a good
Service
idea. Okay,
guarantees
Lumi,
Yeah, that
citizenship.
sounds
you and
fun.
I do an Archcast without Arch. Let's do it. It's gonna be a shit show.
No one's gonna show up.
I don't know.
Be
Could
the
be kinda
lowest
fun.
review that Arch has ever gotten on a show.
Oh, definitely. I'm sure there's plenty of people who are only here for Arch, but it could still be a fun time. Little bonus episode. Hey, it's better than no episode.
It'll be the commie cast, apparently.
Oh my god. But I'm not gonna be there. I thought all leaves are communists.
Oh,
Lumicast,
I
yes or no? Ooh, there's a poll.
oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going real heavy, yes, so
Oh
far.
shit.
Yeah, I think I think you just roped yourself into working right after Christmas, Lumi.
I mean, that's fine. I'll probably drink.
You're gonna be on his show doing his job for him. They're gonna send him super chats and he's gonna get paid.
Yeah.
You're gonna be
I
doing his
know.
work for him and not get paid for it. That's fucking awesome. And you suggested it. That's amazing.
We
I
are
mean,
going
wanna
to
know
do
what's
this
great?
more often.
Hold on. I need more than just. I need more than just the stream key because I need to be able to make it on your channel, Arch.
You know what Arch will do?
Except there's an editor on your YouTube.
Arch will just like set it up beforehand with a thumbnail you can't change, so it'll be all foot stuff.
Oh.
Just make me an editor on your channel, Arch, and I can make it work.
Yeah.
It'll be the image of you wearing the Chicken X shirt surrounded by feet.
Oh my god.
God.
Oh my god, you'll have your white Harriet Tubman art done by then.
Okay, here's the dumbest thing that I've heard. Okay, so apparently another way to pronounce the whole Chicken X thing is to not use CH, but to actually use an X at the start of it.
What?
Yeah. So here, I'll put this article in live links if you want to pull it up, Arch. Just read that fucking headline.
X? Like...
Service guaranteed
How many
citizenship.
fucking X's do you need?
No, legit, how do you pronounce that?
I have no
Ki-
fucking idea.
Because Xicannx. How do you do the C noise right after the XI? No, I don't have the fucking dexterity to pronounce that. That is nuts.
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
It all seems terrible. And you know what is it a result of? It's a result of inflamed racial hatred, Dev. Inflamed racial hatred created by such thing as inventing racist characters
Heresy's
to
the
harass
question.
invented
Fire
racist
is the
females in a
answer.
Netflix movie.
I'm sorry we keep getting off track. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Though, to be fair, I think it might be primarily you this time, Drybread, because it's not usually this bad.
Oh no, I'm notorious for being like the rambliest person ever. See, I'm shutting up so that Arch can like take over, and he's just not. He's not. I'm passing the baton. He's just.
No, he kind of does that. He'll stare at your metaphorical baton until he feels like picking it up.
Gonna say I'm trying to pass it to him. He's just
Largely
fucking
true, yes.
staring daggers at me.
Yeah, that's what he does. I can feel him staring at me from the other side of the fucking world.
Thanks, man.
It's the only way. It's the only way. But Dev is indeed correct. There was one of them who was indeed trying to screw a white Jewish boy. That is part of the story. That was also made up, I think, as I believe the only two real characters is these two. And the rest were added for added African-American enthusiasm, I suppose.
Wait, so the historical person is based off didn't even have like the white Jewish boyfriend thing?
No, I don't think that one was real.
Okay.
Oh.
They
Well,
could have
then
just
why
made
the-
an actual
okay,
real
well-
fucking story.
Yeah, why the hell do you try and base it off an actual person if you're just going to rewrite everything about the actual person?
Well, that's the thing. The point of this movie should have been very different. Now, what Netflix made was race baiting, as throughout the movie, as I have now actually watched it, they say stuff like, we must do better than white soldiers, sorting male. What was it? For we have the most to prove, they say, as they cut to a scene with a bunch of dudes getting blown apart.
So it's so funny.
Our
We must
war
be better at the
starts with
whites
being
than at sorting mail.
Negro. Like it constantly brings up the race thing, and there was one for once I would like to play on an even playing field, no tricks from white folks. The entire thing it's pitched as a racial thing, whereas what you should be pitching it as is actually a somewhat interesting World War II story. Like, okay, there were 17 million pieces of mail that hadn't been delivered because of D-Day and the need to ship out, ammunition and food and shit to the troops. And just mislabeling, poorly written packages, ruined packages, all of this stuff. That is a logistical challenge in and of itself. And how they managed to unravel that would have been a much more interesting story than, oh, this fat old white guy who I made up in my head is being mean to me. It is literally arguing with you in the yourself in the shower, the movie.
And like I read the article on it, right? And it gives some details about how, like, they show up in Birmingham and they go to the factory and it's got, like, rats and stuff in it. And they're like, okay, we know this is going to be a big task, but let's just get to it. You could do a really interesting movie with this concept, like, for sure. I saw Fractal Jack in the chat said, when did sorting mail become heroic? And, like, yeah, it does sound kind of goofy. But genuinely, you could probably tell a really interesting story here.
At the very
Yeah, I think
least,
so, too.
you have something interesting to present, like logistically. Like, how do they do it? How do they figure out where the mail was going? And they briefly touch upon this, but it is like a tiny portion of the film.
That's sad. So, sorry, this movie is out, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We can go watch if you want to right now. Want to pull it up? Does you react immediately?
Want is a strong word. Mm.
It's not a very good movie. It's not a very entertaining movie.
Have you seen it already?
Yes.
Oh,
You have? Okay.
and it's not good, eh?
Because the problem is, it's all about racial tension. That is the entire plot of the movie. And there's nothing really warfare about it at all, or even logistical. And the complaints do come across as really fucking vague. It's like they are housed in a school building, an old English school building. So this big manorial kind of area with plenty of space for them to do their stuff. And the greatest hardship they go through is that this huge old building isn't heated. So there's one scene in which a character goes like, oh, I have to work with my mittens on. It's like, oh no, you have to wear mittens. How could you? How could the US Army allow this to happen?
Better than getting blown up by a fucking artillery.
Yeah, like, that's the problem. It comes across as incredibly fucking whiny at that point.
Yeah, Jesus. Like, I imagine this mail that they're sorting has probably got a whole lot of dark shit in it, right?
Service
A
guarantees
whole lot of
citizenship.
mail not getting delivered to sons that are dead on a battlefield somewhere.
Yeah, there's even a scene where they're unpacking mail that has dog tags in them from people who have died, and they're just tossing it casually into a container.
Oh.
Heresy
was
is the
completely
question.
the wrong focus.
Fire is the answer.
focus was on the race bit, rather than the telling the interesting story bit, which is relegated to a tiny little side aisle. And even the story itself is... You need to work hard to really get something good out of sorting mail.
Man, you could have some real emotional weight behind that. You know, like what you were saying about throwing the mail that's being sent to dead people in a bin. You could have some real emotional weight there if you tell that fucking story.
It would require better writers than this movie.
Okay, well, you see, better writers require money.
I mean, to make this concept interesting, you'd need to Forrest Gump the shit out of this. Like, how do we make a story about a little retard fun? And they did it, but I don't know. They didn't do it here.
I like to think that's the synopsis. A bunch of people got in a boardroom and that's what they said.
I imagine that is the pitch, yes. And the pitch for Forrest Gump was like, retard likes to run.
Oh, man.
And that is largely the story.
Man, whoever made that a good movie is a real hero when you look at it that way.
He is. Not to mention, they pulled off some remarkable stuff in that movie, okay? They made the chick who slept around with everybody but Gump until the very end when she needed somebody to pay child support still somewhat charitably.
Yeah, when you look at it that way.
Heresy
Yep,
is the
it was
question.
the era before
Fire
incels,
is the
yeah.
answer.
Yep.
God, I watched that when I was like a teenager.
I mean,
I don't really remember it all that well.
I wouldn't even blame the incels for that one. That chick was genuinely vile looking back on it.
Listen, that chick
Service
was in
guarantees
the league of the
citizenship.
100 men sleeper.
Yes. No, literally, she banged every guy she could come across, eventually got HIV, and then dumped her son off on Forrest Gump, like, here, take him.
And then
The
died.
100
died.
men sleeper is a nuts way to refer to that lady, by the way.
I don't know what else to fucking call her.
Well,
I don't remember her
that's
name.
her job title. I don't remember either. I watched your watch along too. I already don't remember her name. That was like 2 days ago.
Fuck.
Lindsay?
Lisa?
Lum Lum, you know the names of these people.
That starts
No,
with
I
an
don't.
L.
It was Lum Lum.
It was Lum Lum.
What I do? Huh?
Well,
What happened?
The 100 guys.
The woman who slept with 100 men, name started with L,
Yeah.
and it was Lumi.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You
I'm
can't
not saying
remember her
it's
name.
it's one of the 500 other Loomies.
Lily Phillips, says someone in the chat. That's what it is,
Lily. Oh,
Yeah.
at least we got the letter
Yeah.
right.
But seriously, Chad, go back
Heresy's the
and rewatch
question.
Forrest Gump.
Fire is the answer.
And tell me that woman is not like one of the worst females to have ever been put to screen. I swear to God.
Oh, that's an illustrious list.
Lumi Phillips. Oh my God.
No.
Service
Why did
guarantees
so many people say
citizenship.
Jenny?
Well, no, Jenny's the name of the character in the movie.
Oh.
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump, okay.
Lumi Phillips and 100 feet.
No.
Oh, 100.
No.
100 foot jobs in 24 hours.
No.
Wow, there's a video.
Stop.
Oh my God.
No. Why are
But
you like this?
Man, the dexterity required.
Yep.
That's impressive.
Ugh.
That should be in the Guinness Book.
Next
a
February,
trash
Heresy's the
book.
question.
Yep.
do
Fire
me
is
so
the
and
answer.
1,000 feet jobs in 24 hours.
No.
Wait, had like received?
Okay, so
Oh,
here's
that's
what we're gonna
even
do. We're gonna get
That
fan
is
art, all
worse.
right?
No.
Fan art of like
No.
Lumi kind of sitting on the ground with like in kind of a cross-legged position, but not really, and like her feet are like facing upward, and there's like a hand off camera squeezing lube onto the feet.
Oh,
Why?
She's getting ready for the
And
she's
and
getting ready for the foot
hand-
jobs.
And the hand is
To be
white
fair.
Harriet Tubman.
We have a pretty
Wait.
bad one already when it comes to that.
Why are you like this?
Oh, yeah, no, I've seen that one.
Yep.
Oh, your display picture is from that, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one's pretty bad too.
Okay, so
Uh,
now is probably the best time to point out, since we are on this track.
Yeah.
No, someone, one of my viewers who's currently watching the stream DM'd me this about 15 minutes ago. But we were off the Lumi foot thing, but now that we're back on it,
I thought
God
you were going
damn it.
back to the movie.
no, they were apparently recommended this as an advertisement, and
Oof.
this is this is from Lumi Skin, a company called Lumi Skin, and it's
Oh
the
my
Lumi
God.
electric foot grinder.
What the fuck? What, to like grind off like a callus?
Yeah. Yeah, so it's this machine that you like have these like you get like these pads and they have various sensitivities or whatever. And you can just grind away all of your dead foot stuff.
So it's like an electric pumice stone.
Yeah.
I just use a
That's
knife.
Wild. I just use a pumice
Arch,
stone.
don't use a knife. What the fuck?
Yeah, don't use a. I mean, you can.
Don't
You
use
can
a
also.
knife.
You can also use scissors if you're a crazy person, but legit, just buy a pumice stone. It does a way better job.
Pumice stone. That sounds weird.
Yeah, no, it's like
It's just a stone with like a rough like edge on it, so you can just rub it and things come
yeah.
off.
It's
All
kind
the- all the
of.
skin
It looks
flakes
like
off.
it looks like a sponge, but it's actually like a hard stone, and then the other side is for buffing.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that looks like it would trigger some serious tryctophobia. I think I'll stick with a knife, thank you.
Everybody, just ask your girlfriend; she'll
Well,
know what
no,
a
no.
pumice stone is.
Oh, no. Forget about that. Buy the Lumi electric foot grinder instead.
No. Stop.
Yeah, my Lumi
What?
arrived in the mail the other day. It really does a wonder for my feet.
Just calling it my Lumi.
Oh my.
My Lumi.
Okay, right. I'm gonna have to bring this up. There you go, Lumi. Here we have
That
It's-
video.
full effect. Just the foot cheese flying everywhere.
Whoa. Oh, don't call it that,
Heresy's the
man.
question.
Oh my god. Wow,
Fire
that person
is
is
the
really
answer.
flat-foot too.
You can kind of almost hear the sound like. "Meow, psh."
That person has the weirdest shaped foot ever. I'm not crazy, right? My feet do not look like that.
Yeah, it's kind of strange, isn't it?
Dude,
Maybe
they
it's-
got
maybe
someone with the
it's a
most
fake video.
disgustingly calloused foot just for this little gif.
Yep, that is some thick, heavy-duty feet parmesan right there.
Oh my god, Jesus, dude.
Why
Okay.
are you like this?
Okay, here. The sound that I
No.
want it to make is
No.
actually just Lumi going nah.
Yeah,
In her voice.
yeah, it plays her voice doing that noise.
Nah.
No.
Lumi, you protest, but like every time someone from the chat buys one of these from this undisclosed sponsorship we're doing right now, you make money.
Oh my fucking god, why is there so many products like this that's under the name Lumi?
It
Man,
probably
not
because probably Lumi means feet or something in Spanish, huh?
We ramble about fucking Canada and Arch
Ugh.
leaves, but we can ramble about Lumi feet all day long.
Oh my god, Arch,
Oh,
you
God.
may not want to scroll down on the main page. There's quite a bit of really bad feet down there.
Heresy's the question.
I just want you to post the
Fire is
image
the
at you.
answer.
Don't subject
Oh my
chat to
god,
that.
built-in
or me.
vacuum. Oh my Jesus. Okay, no. Here you go, Lum
What?
Lum. Built-in vacuum.
No.
It'll suck up your foot parmesan so you can
Oh.
deposit on your tacos.
Heresy's the question.
Oh,
Fire is
it
the
looks like a
answer.
seasoning. That's so fucked up.
Okay.
Man, the Lumi has it all.
Look at how others are loving Lumi. Let's read these comments here. This is the second
Chat, are
time.
you loving Lumi?
This is the second time I bought Lumi, and the quality is phenomenal. It's so great and refreshing to finally find a brand that recognizes they make good products. I'll be a Lumi customer for life.
Oh my god, this could not be better. How do you find this shit? Oh my god.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh.
Now, a lot of people are complaining in the comments that their Lumi never arrived. So, Lumi, could you maybe
Wow.
make it a move on?
We need to make a movie about all the Lumis that didn't arrive and the 850 black women who had to sort them out.
God damn it.
And then White Harriet Tubman was like really racist to them. It was awful.
Oh my fucking god.
Lumi, you weren't even here for White Harriet Tubman. You gotta rewatch the beginning of the stream.
Arch, get off of this stupid video.
Yeah, no, for real. That is horrendous.
First, the Lumi sound is just brrr. Then the Lumi suck, you're like...
No!
Nom, 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 nom.
Well, there
It's
you
just
go.
makes Minecraft apple eating noises.
No.
Alright, well, now we know where Lumi gets her cheese for her tacos, at least. That's something.
Oh.
Sprinkles that on there. It's got a piquant nose to it, you know. It really heightens the bouquet of the smell, you know.
All right, but why would you put Parmesan on a taco?
Because Lum Lum's weird like that.
Well, yeah, she is in a stocking.
God help me, Lum Lum. God help
What'd
me.
I do?
I just don't understand you sometimes.
You made the foot vacuum?
That
and you
was
named
weird.
it after yourself?
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
Let me get through a few more of these before we move on to the final topic, which is actually the good one.
The Bond one?
Yes.
Ah, yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
It's actually the good one. Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah, did you want us to voice act any of these super chats?
Nah.
Okay.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Belial. Okay, this is gonna date me, but see, we had a good hero show back in the early 2000s, like Smallville. And then you had a good teen drama like Buffy and Supernatural, then the Arrowverse and Flash came out. Yeah, Smallville was pretty good. Smallville was pretty good.
I heard it was good. I saw like a little bit of it when I was like, I don't know, teenager, preteen, something like that. I thought it was okay.
Yeah, it was quite good. Trevor, have you seen the Flash Kids Looney Tunes skit? I have not. I haven't watched that stuff in a while. I should. Ben, Rise and Fall Civ mod had shiftings civs long ago.
Rise
Mr.
and
Mark.
Fall. Wasn't that one of the mods that came with Civ 4?
Ow.
That sounds really familiar. I think it's like built into the game.
Mr. Mark, Dev is a postmodern communist. Don't let him ontological evilness fool you. Let his ontological evilness fool you. He's a master of trickery.
You're a master of trickery. Your deception is maxed out.
Yep. Beyond the Dolt. The guy who tried to assassinate Nick Fuentes should have lured him out of his house with the promise of cat boys. Would have taken it like a fish to water, or in Num-Num's case, a fish to feet. In Dev's case, it'd be Dev to diapers.
Yeah, if he
You
just
heard about
meowed
that,
it,
right?
if he just like knocked on the door and then meowed, would have come rushing right out. Would have been the last you ever heard of Nick Fuentes.
Yep.
You guys saw that video, right? Of the guy
Yeah.
showing up with like a
I
crossbow.
did. That was
Holy
nuts.
fuck.
Like
Yeah.
legit. He had a crossbow. That is wild.
Sometimes you gotta go medieval on somebody's ass, you know?
He like also had like guns, but he also had a crossbow. Like, what was he thinking with the crossbow? That's crazy.
My guess is probably trying to do a more silent kill with the crossbow, and just in case if he didn't die the first round, you just pull out the gun right away.
I
Because it'll
guess,
take
but
too
like,
long to reload the crossbow.
didn't he like kill some people before he went to Nick Fuentes' house?
I thought it was
Did
after.
he? Holy fuck.
I heard some.
I thought it was
I don't know
after
if it-
because he couldn't get into the house, and then I
maybe
don't think he
you're
killed
right.
anybody, but I think he killed like a neighbor's dogs.
Yeah, he killed a couple neighbors' dogs and he shot some people. I don't know if they died or not. But yeah, he killed some neighbors' dogs. That was fucking heartbreaking to read.
But we do need to consider an alternative here as well.
Oh, he killed 3 people and 2 dogs.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Yes, yeah, I know this sounds terrible, but have we considered that Nick Fuentes could be a vampire?
What the fuck?
Oh.
I
What do
haven't
you
considered it. I
mean?
want to hear your theory.
I mean, he's got a crossbow, right? That's a classic vampire
Oh.
hunting tool.
And you
he-
think that this guy's like Van Helsing?
Yeah, and like the amount of people he shot with it, like that's not normal. Surely they must have come out to, protect their vampire sire, right?
So
They
you
were
think he
ghouls?
got the dogs with the crossbow?
Yeah, I think the dogs were probably like vampire dogs, like from I Am Legend.
Arch, I think you're onto something.
Yeah, because it'd be weird for him to go like on a rampage before he goes on a rampage. So it was probably him just defending himself against the vampires and the ghouls.
This guy's dead now, right? Cops got him? What are we going to
Yeah.
do in a world without Van Helsing? The vampires are just going to run wild.
Well, I don't know. I think I've seen this story before in Blade 2, so maybe he faked his own death.
Dude, I have such a good Blade 2 story, but it's a rat. It's a Canadian rat, though. That's the terrible
Oh my God,
thing.
the Canadian
There's a Canadian
rants.
channel here called YTV, and they would air Blade and Blade Trinity, but they never aired Blade 2. And in Blade 1 and 3, Whistler dies, and he dies the same way. But because they never aired Blade 2, where he came back to life, just back to back, there's like a generation of Canadian kids who just have no idea why Whistler was alive again.
Yep. I vaguely recall this, yeah.
Yeah, and also Blade Trinity was a horrible movie, and it had Triple H in it. He did the pedigree. He did the pedigree in that movie. He did his finisher.
Man, it does seem to be the case that, like, especially in the 2000s, when you had a wrestler appear in a movie, he was always doing his finisher somewhere in the
Oh
movie.
yeah, for sure. I think he also did a spine buster to Ryan Reynolds in that movie. God, that what a dog shit movie.
Blade 3 has advantages. One, a female side character, pretty damn nice. Two,
Okay.
it has canonically Deadpool in it. The merc with the mouth. Huh?
That's true.
Yeah, that is
mouse.
canonically Deadpool. Because remember, he was also in one of the X-Men Wolverine movies as a mercenary. So this is just him continuing his day job.
God, the villain in that movie was dog
Hold
shit.
on, I'll be back in a sec, guys.
Plus, Dracula was that guy from Prison Break, which I always thought was kind of funny.
See, I didn't see Prison Break. I only saw him in Blade Trinity, and I thought he sucked in Blade Trinity. I thought he was such a boring villain.
He is, and he did. But I enjoyed the fact that he wasn't Dracula. He was just the guy from Prison Break.
Did you ever hear the story of how horrible it was to work with Wesley Snipes on Blade Trinity?
No.
Apparently, he shared almost no scenes with any other character, which is why almost every scene he has, like, he's not on screen with anyone else. They're just shot reverse shot. He would never show up to set, and he was an asshole to everybody else.
Damn.
Ryan Reynolds has, like, some big rant on how awful he was to work with.
I have not heard that.
Yeah. Blade 1 I thought was pretty fun, though. I liked that movie.
Blade 1 was great. Blade 2 has problems, but I still think is relatively good. And Blade Trinity is... It's a movie. Yeah.
It's garbage, and yet I've seen it probably 10 times. Because, like, dude, those YTV at night movies got replayed all the time, and it's like, what else are you gonna do? I didn't have my own computer yet, so just, watch whatever is on.
It's a movie. Jessica Biel is great in it. You've got Deadpool, and you've got Wesley Snipes doing Blade, so it's like, okay.
Is Jessica Biel the name of the female supporting cast lady?
I think she is. I think so, yes.
Oh, Biel's the name of a wrestling move.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If anyone wants to talk about wrestling, the answer to that's no.
Man, Arch, look at what you did. I already on Twitter, I have someone saying, Lumi, I ordered a Lumi foot grinder, it didn't arrive. You better not scam me.
Dude, calling that a foot grinder is nuts. Like, I know it kind of is, but that sounds, with no context, that sounds so different.
You gotta be careful, chat, because there's many off-brand Lumi foot grinders. Like, if you do this wrong, Lumi might just show up to your house and try to eat your foot cheese.
No.
That'd be pretty bad.
She vacuums it up for later.
Yeah, just collects it.
Yeah, it's efficient.
In the middle of the night, you wake up. You've got the sleep paralysis demon thing. It's Lumi staring in your eyes. She slowly goes down to your feet, starts just eating.
No!
She's like Santa. She comes down the chimney and she steals your stockings.
Or better yet, she scrapes it off the foot cheese into a little bag. Runs out of the room just to enjoy it later.
I should not be encouraging this because I also hate it.
I hate it. I hate this. I hate it.
But it's really funny.
At this point, I should just lean into the fucking meme and be like, hey, you want to do a brand partnership?
Yes, you should.
You could make some money.
And again, think of the art. Okay, it's the middle of the night. You wake up, you look down at your feet. There's Lumi staring up at you, wide-eyed with a little file, just scraping off foot cheese, and looks like you should not be awake.
Look, there's a lot of Lumis out there. If you're the only Lumi with an official partnership with the Lumi foot grinder things, then that makes you the definitive Lumi.
Heresy is the question. Fire is the answer.
Super chat. Hide your foot parmesan from Hunter Biden. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, God, she snorts it. That's worse.
Whoa.
It's like, okay, if for some fucking reason somebody wants to get Lumi foot art, it better be from one of those, like, really good hentai artists.
You say for some reason, like, oh, this is some thing that just came up off the top of your head, but you've been planning this.
No, because of Arch and stuff, and sending me Twitter links to various different things. My Twitter timeline is now starting to curate to his interests instead. You know how much pony art I have been seeing on my timeline? Thanks, Arch.
Arch, are you a brony?
I have a pony persona.
He does.
Hey guys, hold on. I gotta take off. I gotta go.
Oh,
okay. The feeding hour has begun once more.
Nice hanging out. Hope you have a nice day.
Yeah, Dev.
Listen, it's like half emergency, but not really. Basically, a friend of mine got into some sort of accident, and I think I don't think anyone's hurt, but his car's in a snowdrift, and he's like, "Can you come pick me up?" It's like, okay, he's like 15 minutes outside the city, so Naomi and I are gonna go pick him up. Because he has to get it towed out.
There's like a really bad cold snap going on right now in Ontario. It's like really fucking cold out there right now. That's kind of important.
Yeah, it's over -30. So he's like, "Can you come get us?" And I was like, "Fine, we'll come get you." Yeah.
When in doubt, blame Trudeau. All right, drive safe, Dev.
I'll see you guys later.
See you, Dev.
See ya.